Yo, what's up, guys? EJ here, breathing fantasy football. Literally, man, so excited to come into week 4. See you soon. So, man, here, this is going to be a Hurricane Braining video. So, quick little shout out to us down here in Florida. For those that don't know me, I'm going to be right in the path of this hurricane. So, yeah, man, send some prayers and hopefully there's no big damage along most of the coast here. By the time it gets to us, it won't be too bad. But anyways, guys, yeah, I got a unique idea for this hurricane branding, kind of like galaxy branding, but man, I just want to switch it up, amateur style. Nothing serious around here. We're just hanging out, chilling. This may be the only stream I get to do since Hurricane may come knock out some power. I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. But excited to come hang out with you guys. We're going to look at week 4. But before we look at week 4, I got to give you my take on week 3, do a little week 3 recap. It was kind of hit or miss. I was really trying to not be on the Bills Dolphins. And I kind of was right with the big dogs. I was not on Diggs, was not on Hill, was not really on Waddle, but I did do a lineup. So a little contradiction, but I really wasn't that big. I only did, I think, 2 lineups with Allen and I did McKenzie. So, yeah. Hey, babe. Hey, I decided to get a little stream in and hang out for about 30, 40 minutes before the storm comes. Yeah. I got some baked ziti in the oven if you like some. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. Hey, give me 5 minutes. We'll start. I'll be right back.
SOR.
All right, guys. Let's go ahead and look at week 3 recap. I want to show a couple lineups. Jake brought it to my attention here to do 3 lineups in Al Smizzle's Listener League. So let's check it out. This is my only lineup. I found a little tiny cash in it. So this is the one I was saying I faded the Bills. So I did the mini max 150 lineups optimized, and then I did about 20 hand builds. So I didn't do really. I think I did like 2 hand builds with Allen. No Tua, and so here, this is what we got, man. We got some uniqueness at the running back spot, at least trying to roll with some Dobbins. I saw Pete's show earlier, and he explained how he pivoted to Dobbins, and I was like, man, I did the same thing, and just showing it a little bit. So 2% in this Smiz listener gang. That's pretty good. Thought maybe we can get a little lucky and a pop in the first game back, because I think when Dobbins pops, Lamar will take a backseat. Just what it seems like. So, yeah, and then we got Dobbs in here. Check out Dobbs, man. I put Dobbs and McKenzie. This could have been nasty if I would have found some other pieces, like Fournette pops, Pitts pops, Mixon pops. Like, if these guys pop, man, I was on to something here. Defense was nice. McKenzie, solid. No ownership. So found a little min cash. Let's see what the top lineup was. Obviously, Lamar Jackson. So that's the pivot off. If Dobbins has a good game, Jackson goes down possibly a little bit. Devonte Smith, I was not on Smith at all. I was never like against him. Just totally over my head, man. Parker, great pivot off Myers. I wasn't thinking that. Andrews, I need to stop fading Andrews. Past 2 weeks, what was it? Man, straight blew up. These are Kelsey numbers. These are consistent Kelsey numbers. And he rocked Diggs, so he went the safe old Diggs because the price was good, $7,700. Why not? Edmonds, Fournette. Man, this lineup's not that sexy. A double stack with Duvernay, so I was able to get a little sneaky touchdown. Outside of that, Duvernay didn't do shit, but he's still hot in the end zone. So I'll give him that because the price, he's not getting a price increase. So Draftkings is basically saying, yeah, we expect this to slow down and eventually come to a halt. Like Duvernay's got to go like 5-6 straight games in a row coming up with no touchdown. I think that's what Draftkings is trying to say by keeping the price down. So what's up, guys? EJ here. Looking at this Al Smizzle where I got a min cash. And let's go ahead and take a peek and look at the Millie. The Millie, I have only one lineup in the Millie. Yo, what's up, big dog? I had one lineup in the Millie. I was on one with this one. I was thinking Fields with Mooney, and when Montgomery got hurt, I was like, okay, I mean, come on. I'm trying to kick Fields. Like, come on, man. What the heck? So Chase he didn't get us no yards. Touchdown to salvage it, but a bunch of snowflakes, so that's not going to get it done. Man, neat. A lot of short. So he must have been guarded pretty well. That's what it seems like. A lot of short passes, or he couldn't break any. That's the thing. He couldn't break no deep touchdowns. Ooh. And then, man, I even got McKenzie in this lineup. So I still went back to that piece. You don't see no Tyreek Hill. So this is my Millie lineup. You don't see me trying to fall back to that trap of, I got to go with Hill or Waddle. Nope. I went McKenzie and Stevenson and Packers D. I had some fire in here, man. But not enough. Cook got hurt. Chase, Mooney. the killer heavy boulder I was carrying was the Bears stack. I was trying to be on one, totally not. And the A.J. Dillon, it's just one of those low-owned plays where he could. They had a defensive end guy out, right? I was thinking maybe he got a little lucky, and it could have been a low-owned 20-point performance with Packers D. Man, it was looking like he could have got some usage when Packers had a lead early, but Aaron Jones fumbled it at the goal line. And look at this on the other side, man. Mac Hollins, great play. I just didn't want to believe that he was going to be the dude there. I thought for sure Waller would be second in line in case Adams is not optimal. And no, it's not. It's Hollins. Even Jacobs got a touchdown, right? Or he had like 15, 16 points. Man, this is Andrews, Jackson, just a single stack. The other one had Duvernay. He still felt safe by going to Waddle, thinking attacking that Bills secondary. Lazard, little safe. Pierce, Fournette. So he was on that too. I was talking that the Bucks and the Packers would be in the Millie optimal lineup. And look, we see it right here. Fournette, I mean, not really a great play, but it's in there. And so was Lazard. So really what saved his ass was the Devonte Smith, Andrews, Mac Hollins, and Jackson, obviously. But those pieces were key, man. You plug those 4 pieces and an optimizer, you're going to take down a few tournaments just with those 4 pieces. Some lovely value there at Smith and Mac Hollins. Man, just lovely. 9X by Mac Hollins. 9.5X. Devonte Smith. Geez, a 6X. And we know Lamar Jackson, a 5X at that price is just amazing. So, man. So, man, let's look at any other thoughts? Let's look at this live. So, I wasn't on the Bills, just trying to see how I could translate this into our week 4 looks. See what trend we could just do based on just reading this, man. Just a casual dude jumping on here, just seeing it, how you guys see it. I haven't even looked at week 4 slate. I made it a purpose not to look at it yet. So Singletary, man, great play for those that fired him up. I think he got bailed out with all those catches. Couldn't really get anything going on the ground running. But Patterson, I was not on Patterson. And Khalil Herbert, man, what a great, just awesome job coming in for the injured Montgomery. And I was on the other end. I was trying Fields and Mooney. So, yeah, someone ate from this team. And they were one of the best plays, the best play at running back. Should you trade Equanimous St. Brown for Mike Evans? Hell no. No, I know you mean Sun God. I don't know, man. You do whatever you want to do, bud. Oh, that's not helping me. What the hell's wrong with you? Man, you want to trade this hot dude for Mike Evans? I mean, I know Bucks are banged up, but you can't trade this hot guy. This dude has shown that he's going to get you those ceilings of those 30-point games. So you want to trade him, that's on you, man. I would not trade St. Brown away. He's up there trading for like a top-tier running back. Trading for a guy like Henry. Honestly, like in redraft leagues, you could trade him for Henry. You're not going to get St. Brown for Evans. But if you can, go ahead, man. It's up to you. I would make the trade if you're on the other end. I usually don't look to trade receiver for a receiver. Sometimes. It's just like, I guess, I don't know. It's up to you. It's just showing what's your strength at on the team. But anyways, I don't talk league, but I will answer any league question you ask, but it's just not what I do. I just talk DFS week to week. So we can see what the hot plays are. Maybe I'll get on to Mike Evans. He's going to be back this week. So we'll see. just still doing a little review for myself to help me look at this first look. I haven't even looked at it yet. So Melvin Gordon, 16 points. Pierce, man, I didn't even do a. I was on Pierce a little bit. The price, that's such a chalk play. He's definitely gonna get you some ceilings. We know what Lovie Smith does. Lovie Smith will slowly make this guy a bell cow throughout the season. So he's going to get some. So if he's in the 5-5 range this week, he's going to be on my radar just because his role's continuing to grow. And that's where they're at. McCaffrey, man, what a bust so far. And I think he's not going to get that many ceilings with Baker Mayfield. He's going to somehow do it on his own, which he has been with all those touches, those handoffs, because Mayfield's not finding the ball through the air. So Brees Hall was on him a little bit. Dalvin Cook definitely was on him. No Pollard. I kind of got off Eckler. Was not on. Trying to see the main slate. Let's take out. Ooh, sorry. Let's look at receivers from last week. Devonte Smith, already talked about him. Matt Collins. Hollywood Brown was not on him. I was on Olave starting out, but I really didn't talk much about him. Russell Gage, man, he got all those points at the fourth quarter, end of the third, fourth quarter. So good on him. Had that fumble. I thought he was done after he had that fumble. And he had a drop pass. So Zay Jones, I was trying to be on him, but I thought the Chargers secondary would shut down Lawrence. But instead they got a little injured, so that changed it up. I was kind of hinting at Tyler Boyd a little bit with Cha-Cha. I didn't pull the trigger. I think I may have done him in one lineup. Romeo Dobbs, I was on Dobbs. I was on McKenzie. I was talking about Dobbs. I was talking about Watson. But when Watson was inactive, I was like 100%. They're going to the rookie. They're going to try and get this dude going. They got everybody going in the first half. But Dobbs was the biggest unique upside play, I'd say, going forward. But we got Watson coming back next week for the Packs against – I know we play the Patriots. For those that know, I'm a dire Packers fan. So you're going to get some homer takes with me, just how it is. Sorry. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. Metcalf, I did get on Metcalf. I've been getting off George. I feel like, man, maybe he's for real. But what's for real? 20-point ceiling? We haven't really seen him go over it. So his price goes slowly going up because he's starting to have a decent floor of 12, 13 points. I guess just making up numbers. I don't know. Who do you think will finish top 3 at running back? Are you talking about week 4? Or throughout the season? Josh Palmer. Oh man, I need this guy to start running. He's walking. He's not crawling anymore. He's walking. But I need him to start sprinting, man, in terms of points. Man. You're asking me league stuff. I don't know. Austin Eckler for St. Brown. You really want this St. Brown dude, I could tell. Someone may not give you up. Someone may not want Eckler. It's you can try it. But then again, I don't know. Eckler's still, if he's not hurt, he's still a solid play. I just wouldn't. Yeah, thanks, man. I'm a blunt guy. I'm not trying to ever be rude. It's just how I am. You can thank the Marine Corps for that. They're probably like, this dude was in the Marines. What? Yeah, I grew the hair out afterwards. Yeah, man. I would. Yeah, thank you. Eckler for St. Brown. I don't think you should give up Eckler. That's the thing. In league play, I want to hold on to Eckler I don't know, man. If you can get rid of Mike Evans for St. Brown, sure, go ahead. What I know, Cha-Cha's a lot better. He's in here hanging out with us all the time. He's like a league king. Higgins, Juju, just going down here. So St. Brown didn't do much for his standards lately. So he didn't beat that record. What did he need? Like 8 catches? He had 6 catches. He catches a touchdown. He's definitely worth it. With so still very, very solid floor. This guy's definitely a great player to have on your team if you can get him. But you don't want to trade away Eckler, man. Ben Skoronix. You could stay away from that one. Alex Pierce. I'm waiting for him to pop. I like what we see here. And we knew he had a target in the end zone in week 1. He didn't play week 2. Jalen Guyton's out for the year. Oh, all right, man. What's Claypool wearing around his neck? Is that like a dog collar? Looks like a tight end. Because there really was only like 2 plays at tight end. And I'm talking about the main slate. I know you see Joku's name here. Talking about the main slate. So Andrews was for sure a smash play if you wanted to fade Kelsey. I faded the Ravens. I was just, what was I doing? Horrible move by me, fading Ravens, but I did it. And that's why I didn't really make any good profits. So Pitts, I was all over Pitts. I was all over the 4K tight ends. Akins, man, I was over O.J. Howard. It's this one. So, yeah, my wife's, she's happy to be off work. We're off for a few days. Unfortunately, when I say unfortunately, we're in the path of the hurricane. So this is a hurricane braining episode. So when Cha-Cha comes on here, we're going to be hurricane braining. We're going to be hurricane braining. And I'm going to explain it to him. I think he's going to like this concept. It's a new thing I'm trying out. It's called hurricane braining. I'm trying to make something trendy here, bro. There's galaxy braining, which I didn't think of that.
Till the internet goes out, man.
Yeah, till the internet goes out, I got to make something kind of trendy here, man. I'm about to be without internet for maybe a week or 2. We'll see. 80-mile-an-hour winds, man. They're going to take this roof off. So George Kittle's out there, man. I wasn't on Kittle, but that was a night game. That wasn't on the main slate. So on the main slate here, yeah, there wasn't really any great tight end plays. You should have just stuck with the top 2 dogs, Andrews and Kelsey, and Conklin. I mean, Conklin was 30 inches of rain coming soon. I can't help. I always break the wall, man. I'm talking fantasy, then we're talking hurricane, then we're talking what I love to do in my off time. It's just who I am, man. I still love the show. I still love to just hang out with you guys. This is like hang out with your DFS friend, I guess. I don't know. Defense. What about defense play? We got Eagles, Bengals, Broncos, Panthers. So Panthers was for sure a chalk play. People were all over that in Jameis Winston's ribs or back ribs. I don't know. Packers D. I was on Packers D. I was on that Jaguars D as well. And I was on Dolphins D. I was trying to fade most of that game. So not bad play. Eagles D. I was not on Eagles D. I was on Carson Wentz. So that was a bust there. That's what hurt me. I was not on Jackson. Was not on Hurts. Not on Lawrence or Carr. I was on Burrow at 23 points. I like that. So let's look at this. I'm going to jump on, and we're going to go ahead and dive right into it whenever Cha-Cha gets in here. You probably did, man. I forgot. I should go back and review it, or we should go back and highlight our big takes. Because, man, I got a lot of other shit going on. I just forget about some of the things we talk about. Should have been on Eagles D. Yeah, I wish we were. So here we are, man. We're breaking the ice. Let's breaking the ice right here. What should I look at first? I like to look at the weather to gauge. This should be like a thing I do, like a whole ritual. Look at the weather, see what week 4 may look like. So we got 2 dome games, Seattle at Detroit and Tennessee at the Colts. Detroit, that just sounds like a smash Jamal Williams chalk play right off the rip. I don't even know what Jamal Williams' price is, but it's not over 6K. It's got to be like 5,600 smash play. And I think, yeah, I'm going to explain what Hurricane Braining is when Cha Cha gets in here. I can tell you guys now. Hurricane Braining, we're going to be looking at high floors. I want some high floors. I guess it's chalk plays. I guess it's safe. But with me, I try and, I can't have so much chalk in my lineup. So we're going to figure out a way to put some unique, sneaky guys that haven't popped yet either. But I want some high floors because with hurricanes, it floods. It's going to flood a little bit around the state of Florida. So you know what you need when it floods? You need some high floors. High floors. So let's do it. I hope it a little giggle, man. Anyways, yeah, high floors. So I see Jamal Williams being that dude with DeAndre Swift more than likely out against Seattle at home. He's gonna get a lot of work. He shows that we've seen him in the past with the opportunity with the lead role. He's gonna get like at least 80% of the snaps. So I'm all over Jamal Williams at least in this first look. Haven't even looked. I'm just looking at the weather and looking at the dome, just thinking about things. Possible light rain with the Bears and Giants. I kind of want to maybe Pierce ran a little bit against the Bears. Aaron Jones ran against the Bears. Barkley still looks like he's for real. I think Barkley's in play here. That's another high floor with rain, so Jones isn't going to be doing that much throwing. Fields could be struggling, even though he does play well in the rain. We saw it in week 1. So the only game that's probably going to get postponed that I don't even want to talk about. It's a night game anyways. Thinking about the Kansas City and the Bucks for obvious hurricane reasons. But that's not even in this slate. We're looking at the main slate, just the 1 o'clock and the 4 o'clock games. So here, Minnesota Saints, weather looks probably good. Some wind. That's all right. Cleveland, Atlanta, that's a dome game. Cleveland gets Atlanta. May want to target that game as well. We know Cleveland could put up some fantasy points. I could see Nick Chubb kind of having another big workload here in the dome. Atlanta, maybe Kyle Pitts goes off here. He's due. He's ready to pop, man. He hasn't been in the end zone yet. So 3 weeks, no end zone for Kyle Pitts. Give him the same receptions and yards last week with a touchdown this week. I don't even know what he's at. Maybe 5K, 5,200. Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, what's going on, brother?
What is up, man? Just trying to get a little first look in here before I don't get to really talk about it with you guys. Maybe in the Discord I'll chat here and there.
Yeah, bro, stay safe during that hurricane.
Yeah, we should be fine. It's going to be some wind and some rain. It already started drizzling a little bit. We're getting some of the outer bands.
Yeah, the temperatures really dropped here in Ohio the past 2 days.
Yeah, that's what the problem is. There's like a front that's pushing all the way down the whole nation, and it's pushing this hurricane back towards Florida. It was kind of going in the Gulf, and now it's like coming back. So
yeah.
it's just how it is. Just how it is, man. We haven't been hit with a hurricane in a few years. So should be good. So, yeah, we can look at the game for a little bit. I'll probably be on here for a little bit and then kind of dip out. So I'm just going through looking at some of the weather games. I feel like my first take, I immediately flocked to the Lions and the Seahawks, and I just thought Jamal Williams, obvious chalk play. Probably, I think.
Oh yeah.
You got Washington, Dallas. Man, it looks like Cooper Rush is going to get another game. If you want to fire up a 5K quarterback, you saw those deep throws last night. We're going to see some of that. I feel like Cooper Rush. Maybe he's got to be chalk this week, but I want some high floors, man. So
And people have been saying attack the Washington secondary. I mean, what was that? Monroe St. Brown in week 2, Devonte in week 3. I forget who they first week 1. Christian Kirk. It was Christian Kirk destroyed the Commanders week 1. Week 2 was Amon. Week 3 was Devonte. So a lot of guys getting like sort of season highs right now on the Commanders.
Yeah, he's got a lot of confidence, man. Cooper Rush looked the run game was working, so he didn't really have that much passing yards in the first half. The run game was really working, and I would definitely want to be on this game.
Yeah, I know. If I don't make the commit to Rush, I would definitely make the commit to the Dallas receiving core.
Oh, and I'm on this defense too. You know, Wentz can't get the ball out sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Moving along.
Dude, and I gotta ask you, was Romeo Doubs in the millionaire winning lineup?
No.
So was it Zay instead?
Lazard. There was a piece from that game in the millionaire lineup. It was Lazard and Fournette.
So it could have been Doubs, sort of.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
I was see what second.
See, I know Doubs was in the week 1 millionaire winner. If he was in the week 3 millionaire winner, I was going to say Doubs to the moon.
Yeah, I'm curious to look at what his price is. I'm trying to just estimate what I think the prices are. Then I'll be more wowed when I see him.
Yeah. You know, and
So
someone asked me Sunday morning about, advice, like, hey, who do you like more between this Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs? And man, it's almost similar to how I feel about the Dallas Cowboys backfield. Like, I see the explosiveness in Christian Watson and the big playability, but I still think Romeo Doubs is the better receiver. And that's how I feel about Tony Pollard and Zeke. Like, yes, you see it in Tony Pollard. He's the more explosive player, hell, possibly even the better pass catcher. But I still believe Ezekiel Elliott is the better running back. If it's 3rd and 1, Zeke will get it and Pollard won't. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I still don't know what to think there, man. It's just like Pollard had some nice gains, but his workload is still under.
He's fast and explosive, but I don't understand why people think
He ain't on my radar.
Let's get, people, especially fantasy players, they want Zeke to get 0 touches, and for the Cowboys to go all in on Pollard, and it makes 0 sense in there.
Yeah. I don't know. Going back to that Dobbs and Watson, you know what I think you're seeing right now? You're seeing Dobbs going into that Devontae Adams role. That's what he's going to be at towards the end of the year. That's what they're molding him to be. They're molding him to replace Devontae Adams.
Yeah, man, like I said, he's a great receiver. Like, his possession skills they look sharp. His route running's getting better. I mean, I feel like he's a really good, true wide receiver.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was going to be Watson being molded into that Adams role. But Watson is like going into the MVS role.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so we'll see how that turns out. And Lizard is Lizard. He looks like that safe red zone.
Safe blanket. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think everybody was right on Lizard, where he
And man,
went
Olave
into
too,
all
man.
drafts.
I know you and me were sort of, in our best ball seasons looking at our exposures between the drafts you and me had done. And I was like, hey, man, we got a bunch of Olave. We keep clicking on him.
Yeah.
And that's starting to look really good.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I looked at my best ball, and I was only winning about half in week 2, and then after week 3, I'm like I must have had another 20 DK make it up in the first and second place. It like doubled. So I had a huge week,
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
say, in
Oh,
best ball.
yeah, man. Between Chris Olave, Isaiah McKenzie,
Zay Jones. I was heavy on Zay Jones.
Oh yeah, Zay. Even our Russell Gage exposure, our Chris Olave exposure. Just like you're talking exposures like well above 20%.
Yeah, I definitely won. And I was on some Khalil Herbert. And when I drafted Hurts, I drafted Devonte Smith because he went kind of neck to neck.
Yeah.
We got him around there. So this week was good for us. We'll see if it repeats. Oh, man. I feel like Christian McCaffrey, this is like his news. This is where he's at. It's gonna be rare to see him get over 25 points, I think, this year.
Yeah, man, especially because I live in Ohio, and a lot of people try to say Baker wasn't a problem in Cleveland. I'm telling you, Baker wasn't a problem. I mean, right now we got Amari looking good, David Njoku looking good, and Baker came and get DJ Moore and C-Mac rolling.
I know. He can't. I don't know what to think there, man. When I first did my first look in best ball on the stream, I was like, I want to avoid Christian McCaffrey for everything. And then as the summer rolled along, I was like, okay, I guess I got to get some Christian McCaffrey exposure.
Yeah,
but man,
you definitely had to get some exposure. I mean, especially as a multi-mass entry person, you can't have 0% McCaffrey.
No, but I wish I'd have had more Cup. I feel like Cup is here for real, and so is Chase and Justin Jefferson. But Jefferson I didn't see the game. He had a pretty bad game.
Yeah, Jefferson's someone definitely to keep an eye on. Either continue to not shine or a huge bounce back in week 4.
And dude, Devonte Smith, I actually watched the recap on it. He could have had a much bigger game. He missed a touchdown in the end zone. It was contested, and he had another deep pass was contested, and he didn't catch it. So man, he could have had freaking a 45 burger.
Oh yeah.
So that's crazy to see that. I feel like he's gonna have one of those in his career. It's just crazy to say that it's going to be Jalen Hurts feeding him the rock, though.
I haven't looked at prices yet, but I hope and pray that DK sees what the world sees, and Jalen Hurts needs to be priced up. As long as he's rushing and he's passing and he has Devonte Smith and AJ Brown, he needs to be the same price as Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
I mean, if he ain't, then I guess I'm playing him. But as long he needs to be. Those receivers, his rushing upside. I mean, it's a fantasy storm over there right now.
He does need to be. Man, you see this guy Bauer Wolf finished in second place. He almost got first place within a point, and he only fired one lineup, a single lineup in the early. So that's good for him.
If he would have listened to me about that Stephon Diggs.
yeah, Diggs in his flex. Everything else, he played it pretty safe. He went Diggs, Hollins, Lamar Jackson, Jaguars D. He somehow found Olave, pivoted Higgins. He went Jacobs. It's like, what was so sexy about Jacobs? Man. But he deserved it.
No, he did.
All right. Sorry, cutting you off. Just thinking about where we want to go here. Still looking at the weather, looking at the matchup, seeing if I see anything crazy. So you got three dome games on the main slate. Cleveland, Atlanta, which I think that's one to target. There's going to be some lower price guys there that you can definitely make some builds on. Tennessee Colts, a division game. I feel like I want to say that Jonathan Taylor's he can't go 3 straight games without the end zone, right? He hasn't scored the past 2 weeks. Am I right? Or did he score that 2 weeks ago? I don't remember.
I think he scored against the Bills. Oh, he might have scored back-to-back weeks. I know the week 2 with the Bills, it was like his solo touchdown was like his only points almost. Oh, you're talking about Taylor, my bad.
Taylor hasn't scored in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about Henry for a second.
No, he's priced at 8,800.
Well, that's good. I'd like to see him down.
He went down a couple hundred. Man, I feel like Taylor's definitely due. Now they got the win. They feel a little confident. They're going to be feeding Taylor the rock against this Tennessee vulnerable defense, even though they squeaked out a win.
Yeah, man, and this 0 RB stuff, it's been feasting in DFS and best ball.
Yeah, it has been with Taylor, McCaffrey, and Henry had a good game last week, but Eckler
So Barkley made some people happy week 1, but other than that.
Yeah, a lot of people were talking about Eckler. I heard, like, should I trade away Eckler? It's like he still got 8 targets, 8 catches. It's like he just didn't get it in the end zone last week. Be patient, man. The Jaguars, they're for real with that defense. They've been stopping everybody so far to start the year, except Carson Wentz.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. I remember I was heavy on the Jaguars D week 1. Didn't work out. Came back week 2, it paid off. Completely faded it because I felt like I just got what I wanted in week 3, and then of course it worked out in week 3 too.
Yeah, I was on them both weeks. Not that much, but I was definitely on them. But Jaguars D this week, who do they play? They play Philly. There's no way, man.
Yeah, there's no way. No. We were just talking about how it's a fantasy storm right now. But maybe Jaguars could limit them.
Yeah, maybe Hurts could be a fade this week. He's been too hot.
Yeah, maybe like Hurts still does good, but he's just not GPP optimal or the number 1 guy.
So what do you think of that concept?
I see Hurts is 200 cheaper than Josh Allen, so I'm happy about that. That's something that DK needed to do.
Yeah, he's right up there. He was 7,600 last week. Kyler Murray's 7,600. I saw that note about Kyler Murray, how he's not running as much as he has in his previous career, in his prior 2 seasons.
Yeah, people bring up that Call of Duty thing, and it's not Call of Duty. He doesn't start playing Call of Duty and suck. He gets injured that time of the year for the past 2 seasons, and he just looks trash afterwards.
What's the Call of Duty thing?
I guess usually when the new Call of Duty game drops in like November, they say he plays like horrible after. But in reality, he's had like an ankle injury every season around that time, and he just stops. He completely stops running after it.
Is there any truth behind him actually playing the game? Has there been like a tweet about it?
Yeah, I think like people catch him like just playing it, but nothing crazy.
I get it.
Like I said, I think it's just timing with the ankle injuries the past 2 seasons.
But his passing yards have been a lot more impressive.
Yeah, now we're about halfway to DeAndre Hopkins' return.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, Kyler Murray going against a tough Carolina defense who just had a big win, even though, man, once again, Jameis Winston shows up in the fourth quarter, but no Michael Thomas beneficiary there. Then we got Herbert. Did Herbert play the whole game? I didn't get to watch that recap. Yeah, he did. 45 attempts. Man, it's like those ribs didn't even bother him. They obviously did with his completion percentage.
Or even his ceiling. I mean, you just sort of knew he wasn't going to hit it.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah, we weren't on that. Russell Wilson. Oh man, this has got to be a guy that's everyone wants to fade now.
Yeah, it's actually a good spot for him this week. I mean, Raiders are looking horrible. Defensively wise, they're looking horrible.
I'm with you there. I had him in a pick'em last night with that's why I was mentioning Cooper Rush's under yards. I picked Cooper Rush under, and then I picked Russell Wilson with Jerry Jeudy. I did a 3 pick'em, but now it's just trash because Cooper Rush showed up in the second half. I was like, I'm gonna win that. He had like 80 yards in the first half. I was like, yeah, it looks good. I think we're good here. But nope, he ended up. Yeah, I mean,
tearing
so
it up, yeah.
I may end up doing another pick'em with Wilson and Jeudy again because I was on that in the pick'em. I saw that first look. It was like over 235 yards, and I thought, oh, yep, I'm clicking over there.
Mm-hmm.
He had a bad game, so I don't see him having another subpar game against the Raiders. Yeah. And the Raiders may come out firing because they're 0-3. They're going to try and get Chubb. They're going to be doing anything they can put on the board. So this is going to be putting Wilson in check here. Wilson's going to have to be firing up some yards downfield. So, yeah, Russell Wilson's definitely in my pool this week. Going down to Aaron Rodgers, man, you can't just fade Rodgers here. You guys are definitely banged up. There's no way Brian Hoyer's going to really move the ball down the field. This is the Packers' best matchup for the defense, man. There's just no way I see Patriots having that much time in possession. Hey, hold on. I got my dad knocking on the back door. He probably wants to talk about the hurricane stuff.
You're good, bud.
I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes.
All good.
There's all the panic back there thinking this place is going to fill with 24 inches of rain. No, I just want to do it. I'm just hanging out, man. I don't want that paranoid shit around me.
Mom's over there by herself.
Mom will be all right. She can come hang out with us. Yeah, all paranoid.
I see you want
Yeah, I went and got pasta.
And
How do you think? I didn't get anything else.
really?
I got bread.
And chocolate?
Oh, yeah. I went to that store.
Mm-hmm.
You want a piece?
No.
It's coffee and the other one.
Coffee.
Yeah, the chocolate.
No.
All right, man. Going back here. Man, so Carson Wentz, I can't be on that. That's a complete fade from me. There's no way he's going to have a ceiling game.
Yeah, especially against Dallas. Dallas is a good defense, and a lot of division games go under anyway.
Jared Goff, that's one we could possibly target with no DeAndre Swift. Maybe he targets Hawkinson, the dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Jamal Williams. I love Jamal Williams. I can't wait to see his price.
No, you're right. Without Swift there, people might view them as a little bit less explosive. Obviously, Jamal Williams is going to be chalk. It's going to be chalk, so it'll be a really nice pivot.
One second, bro. Right. You're saying a nice pivot?
Yeah, just because people might view them as less explosive as an offense, maybe with Swift gone, and the fact that Jamal Williams will be probably chalky, I want to say, depending on price.
Yeah. Goff has he's performed for the most part. Been serviceable, not great last week because Jamal Williams had the big game.
Yeah, he just vultured 2 touchdowns.
Yo, what's up, man? How'd you do in your lineups or whatever you play? I don't know what you play, man.
Yo, what's up, nutrition?
Share whatever you like to share, brother. Yeah, man. I everyone tried to get me on that Bills Dolphins last week. Man, I was trying not to get on it, and I really didn't. But it's just crazy. I wonder what game is this week that I need to be on, but I really don't want to be on. Still trying to find out what game that is.
Just looking at Goff's price, and not to go off track here, but it's crazy how he's more expensive than Matt Ryan, Ryan Tannehill, Trevor Lawrence, and Derek Carr. But in best ball, he was going drafted after all of them.
Yeah, people are writing just how the Lions are putting up points. I think that's just what it is. Oh, nice, man. I haven't seen one of those yet. Yeah, they've been putting up 35, 36, and 24 points. There's no reason to believe that against the Seahawks at home that they're not going to put up at least 3 touchdowns. I want to say, I can't say that that's the floor, but damn, it should be. Yeah, I want to stay away from Lawrence. We haven't seen in his career yet that he's a dude that can have back-to-back strong weeks. That's he comes down a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, good call on the Colts last week. I mean, even Sunday morning, I could just smell it. I could smell a troublesome game coming for the Chiefs.
Yeah,
Something just didn't feel right. And what's crazy is how much our takes can honestly change from our first take to Sunday morning, because we did a Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen build on our last first take video, and we were both pretty much off of them come Sunday morning.
Yeah, I didn't want to be on him. Yeah, but somehow I had a little itch to get on Justin Fields. Man,
No, I was with you there, and honestly, in the first drive, he was doing some rushing. I was like, all right, it might be a Fields day, and then of course Herbert happens.
So Cooper Rush 5,300 definitely in play here. After how he ended that game people may not fire him up, man, because he hasn't really popped, but a lot of people that click, maybe they didn't watch the game. Maybe they didn't see like the CD Lamb drop pass. Maybe they didn't see the deep throws he did in the second half. We see some of that this week because he knows this may be his last week. He may go ham, man, with some deep attempts here. I'm interested to see him get like a 26, 27-point game. That'd be nice. So Joe Flacco, Baker Mayfield, not touching those dudes. Trubisky. It's a great matchup, but shit. The Jets. Oh man. Those skill guys can totally pop. Maybe this is a Najee Harris game. Sounds like a high floor kind of game for him. Najee Harris only 6,700. I like that price.
And Javonte's too, if the coach can use him right.
Yeah, moving on to running back here. I like Taylor just because I believe he hasn't scored the past 2 games. Give him 100 yards, maybe 2 touchdowns. 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. It's worth the high price tag, no matter how you look at that. C-Mac, ooh. I don't know how the Cardinals were against the run. Cam Akers got a touchdown last week. Henry, Barkley. I think Barkley's in play. Another obvious high price play. But
and I know the Colts fans have been waiting for Darius Leonard to come back. If he comes back week 4, I'm crossing Derrick Henry off my pool completely.
you cross the Derrick Henry off what?
I'm gonna cross Derrick Henry off my pool if I get any confirmation about Darius Leonard being back.
Yeah.
I mean, Henry hasn't been doing good at all, and I have too much respect for Leonard. I got a lot of respect for Leonard.
It's kind of hard here. Two high-priced guys going against each other in the same slate, same game. Taylor, man, I don't know. Let's see what my boy Young Nut has to say. Young Nut, I'm loving Buffalo offense with Ravens bring back John Taylor, fade the Jags, and Philly low scoring, and maybe don't Hollywood Brown and find value and then. So Josh Allen, yeah, that's gonna be a pop. Oh man, it's like another one. I've been fading the Baltimore. I've been fading Lamar Jackson for some reason. I don't know why I've been doing it. Allen Jackson, yeah. But man, could the Buffalo defense, even though they're banged up, could they stop a guy like Lamar Jackson? Could they? They did in the playoffs, right? Yeah. Yeah, they stopped Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. That's how they moved on. I think, yeah. Yeah, they did. Jordan Poyer had that. One of those guys had that 100-yard interception return 2 years ago. I don't know, man. Is there any way we could fade that game? Can you fade the Buffalo Ravens game?
Man, I don't know if you can, man. I really don't. I mean, Lamar, holy cow. Dude wants his money.
Let's look at that game with the players then real quick. Singletary, 5,900, obvious chalk play, especially with what he did last week. If Lamar runs it up, we know that Singletary's going to be heavily involved in the passing game. But James Cook was getting some work too now.
I saw that.
He just didn't get the touchdown. Man,
I mean,
James Cook is a much better back.
it's going to happen. Him turning into the full blown pass catcher back. I mean, you could just tell how much they want a receiving running back.
Maybe this is a game J.K. Dobbins. Maybe if you fade Drake, you got to play Dobbins. You got to play one of them. Maybe not both. Was Dobbin catching any balls from I don't even know. 2 years ago. I don't think he was. I think he was mostly just getting a bunch of handoffs. So yeah, if I was fading Lamar Jackson, I'd play some Dobbins. Receivers, so Diggs went up to 8,400. Davis is definitely in play.
Oh yeah. Once DK, even though he didn't do anything, once Diggs was 25% out, and he was going to get a huge price increase.
Yeah, I repeat, don't fade. Just don't over leverage it. Just Allen and Diggs with the bring back. Or Allen and McKenzie. Now, I get you, man. Allen Diggs, Allen Davis, all those dudes are in play, man.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely try to one off that game, or even like you said, maybe if it's so chalky, like Lamar's chalky, maybe go to Dobbins. Just maybe bank on a Dobbins vulture day.
Man, look at this dude. Duvernay had fucking touchdown in the pass.
Dude, this dude
Well, he
is
didn't get one in week 2.
the FanDuel champion right now. I bet
This
the
dude never
FanDuel
gets a price
legend.
bump. Because I'm telling you, man, DraftKings is expecting this dude to like just go 6 straight weeks with no end zone.
It'd be even more crazy if this dude gets like 16 touchdowns this season.
Yeah. Oh, he almost had a kick. He almost had a kick return. I saw he had a nice run back. I watched the recap on that game last week against the Patriots. He had a nice run back.
Hey, I think at one point I was telling Sully, I'm like, hey, we're drafting too much Duvernay, man. I'm glad we did.
Yeah. I drafted him every time I had Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. I was like, thank God.
So Crowder, he hasn't really done much. I'm glad we kind of pivoted off Crowder early and went McKenzie. McKenzie is the highest price he's ever been, 5,100. I don't like the price.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, especially after you just had a good game. I hate to say it about one of our top best ball players, but let's just say he has a good day, just not an optimal day for DFS.
Yeah. But 21 points for where he was going late, that's a great best ball week. Yeah. I'll take 21 points.
He could get 17 points in that next week, not be GPP like lovey-dovey for us, but still be a great best ball player.
Oh, yeah, man. So tight ends here, Mark Andrews, Dawson Knox. Dawson Knox going down in price because he hasn't popped yet. He's ready to pop, though, man. Maybe this is a game you do a Josh Allen, Dawson Knox one-off.
Yeah, I sort of bought in the Dawson Knox for positive touchdown regression last week, and I think I might revisit that.
Yeah, you can't touch Likely with Josh Oliver now in the mix. But I get it, man. They love that double tight end set.
Oh yeah, they even do a bunch of three tight end formations, so that's a big part of their offensive scheme.
Let's look at this. I'm gonna look at all of them real quick, man. We'll see if we can do them all in like 2-3 minutes each. So back on this, let's go all the way back to the front. Cleveland, Atlanta. I don't really like the quarterbacks at all. Mariota, Brissett. That's an immediate fade for me.
Yep, I'm with you.
Nick Chubb. I think Nick Chubb's in play. Cordell Patterson. I want to say he's in play. Maybe. That's with Myles Garrett. He's probably not going to play after that accident. So Miles Garrett's out. Isn't Clowney out?
Man,
So
you know me. After having 25-point weeks in 3 weeks, my math says he's a fade for the next week.
yeah, I'm with you there. That's all I needed to hear.
That's not saying hey Patterson's horrible or hey it's still early in the season, he has fresh legs. It's just saying my math says he's not optimal 3 out of 4 weeks to begin the season. 2 out of 4, that's okay, but 3 out of 4, I don't think it's going to happen.
Our boy Algier still got a little work, but he's obviously still behind Patterson. It looks like he'll be behind him.
I do think, like I said, it's going to be like he's more of an end of season type of player. I think. Like I said, maybe give Cordell Patterson. He's old. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he slows down a little bit after so many tackles. I mean, we should see it. Do you remember Larry Fitzgerald? How good he was like the first 4 weeks, his last couple of years, and then just the last 12, 13 weeks, he was just horrible.
Yeah, so was Patterson last year. To end the year, he didn't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm with you on the Fitzgerald take. Receivers, nothing pops my eye unless you believe Cooper is going to have a third straight 20 burger. Man, it's
how did DK Metcalf do last week?
He had a nice touchdown catch.
Was it
20 points?
20 points? Okay. So I was going to say, I know Denzel Ward has
17.
Denzel Ward's been doing good at limiting guys to their ceiling. I knew AJ Terrell's been doing the same, but I didn't know how well DK did last week against him.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But a third straight week, I can't believe it, man. If I feel like the only play I want to be on is a Kyle Pitts. That's it. 5K.
I was going to say that because
he's due, man.
As much as I watch Cleveland because of where I live, I don't think Denzel Ward's going to be on Pitts. The way Denzel Ward lines up, he's going to be on the outside on London. I don't see him coming towards the box trying to play like Pitts in the slot or something.
Yeah. I don't think these I was trying to see if the fantasy labs were up and running. I don't think so. No.
And just seeing Arizona on there, because I know we've been talking about that against the Rams type of trend. And I know Dortch didn't do amazing last week, but he had a good week. I wouldn't be surprised if that's maybe in terms of receptions and yards, that might be Dortch's best game of the season. I wouldn't be surprised.
There's no Rams on this slate, I don't think.
Oh, there's not. Okay, well, that's good then. So maybe I can just stay away from that trend.
Might be a Monday night game. Yeah, that's the only play I like on this game, really, Kyle Pitts.
Yep, no, I'm with you.
If you want to go Nick Chubb's pretty high now. This is the highest he's been all season, I think. 7,900. Ooh, yeah. Maybe Atlanta can make a stand. They got the win last week, right?
Yeah. Here's my take on Nick Chubb. He in that week 2 game or 32 points, he got lucky to get that third touchdown. So I want to revisit my statement about Chubb. His ceiling is it's with the way they use Hunt. It's like 25 points. It's literally 25 points.
Yeah, you're looking at a 4x, almost 3.5x with Chubb. Mm-hmm. Not a big fan of that. Yeah, I'm with you. Kyle Pitts, my first.
And don't get me wrong, like 25 points for Nick Chubb is going to kill it for best balls. It's going to kill it for your redraft leagues. But in this conversation we're having right now, it's not going to be a top 3 player running back.
Yeah, moving on, looking at Washington and Dallas. Cooper Rush, obvious play, first look that maybe people aren't on, man. Because if you're just a game log clicker and you see, 12 points, 13 points, no, man, I could totally see Dallas winning that time of possession and him getting the ball. Maybe Carson Wentz fumbles it at the 40-yard line and Cooper Rush comes in there at the 40 and just throws one deep pass to CeeDee Lamb and boom, touchdown 40. He wanted to do it last week. I think they've revisited it again, man.
Or maybe to revisit sort of the conversation we had about playing the early and late game slates. Maybe Cooper Rush
Play
might
him
be
in that.
Yeah, play him just say maybe he's not the best optimal quarterback for the whole slate, but hey, I'm gonna divvy up the slate in half and play him in which half he's in.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Because if he only gets you 22 points and one of the top guys, Allen or Lamar Jackson, gets you 37, 40 points, that's the play. I mean, I get it. So,
yeah,
but they're both 1 o'clock games. I still like some Cooper Rush. Definitely the cheapest quarterback I like.
Yeah, it was a little food for thought.
So Zeke, Pollard, Gibson, they're both six. They're all 6K. McKissick's 5,100. I wonder how often Gibson has how he ran against the Cowboys last year. I don't even know what the Washington's. Yeah, let's see here. Well, it looks like it's up. We could look at these. So the highest rating running back going into, according to Fantasy Labs, is Austin Eckler, then Jamal Williams. He's priced at 6,100. So we didn't even see Jamal Williams at 6,100. Yeah, if I'm firing up a 6K running back, it's Jamal Williams. If I don't pivot off and go golf.
He's definitely going to have a nice chunk of percentage to his name for sure.
Antonio Gibson's nowhere near the top here.
Right there he is. He's under Cream Hunt. Yeah.
I just wanted to see. Yeah, he had one. I remember that in his rookie year, he had a 39-point game. That was on Thanksgiving? I remember that 3 touchdowns in Dallas. So he had a big game 2 years ago on Thanksgiving.
Or even that whole year of 2020, he did pretty good against Dallas.
Yeah, he did 21 and 39, but he didn't do good last year. 5 and 13. Yeah, I'd like to believe that if Cooper Rush somehow has a game where they're ahead, maybe J.D. McKissick is more split. Yeah, I don't want to be on Gibson. For 6K, I'm on Jamal Williams. So looking at receivers here, you have any other thoughts at the running back?
It's pretty.
You don't like Zeke or Pollard.
I could see for their price, I could see Zeke Pollard still getting like 20-point day and just not being optimal.
Yeah,
I could see it. Maybe like 18 points out of one of them or something stupid.
I wonder where they priced up Madison. So we'll look at that in a minute. Noah Brown, man, he looked good yesterday. If there's a one-off, could you one-off him? Nah, man, I'm fired.
I was going to say, I want to say with the often people, a lot of people thought Michael Gallup was going to play the most recent game. So I want to say he plays this game. Like a lot of people were surprised he didn't play on Monday night.
So man, if Cooper Rush has a good game, he's got another nice weapon.
Yeah, you got that point too.
And Jahan Dotson finally came down in terms of workload. But yeah, he's touchdown dependent for now. But his price not horrible. 43 is not horrible for Dotson. But outside of that, there's nobody else I'd touch.
Yeah.
Curtis Samuel's finally in the 5K range, or he was last week at 51. He's still a guy that's going to get another 7 targets minimum. 11, 9, 10 targets.
Yeah, he's averaging 10 on the dot, 10 targets a game.
Yeah, and that price is still good. You throw a touchdown with another 7 catches and like 70 yards, 7 and a touchdown. That's 22 points. It's not horrible, I guess. It's just a 4X. Yeah, another 20-point game. He could have it. 24. I see him in my builds if I do a Cooper Rush. Or maybe even McLaurin, another deep, if he beats Diggs. Going against Diggs here.
Oh yeah, there's the underdog Pickem hero.
Yeah, I enjoyed
Yeah.
that. Just to let you know,
that was a good sweat.
Yeah, I was a good guy. I cashed out a little bit. I'm not going to work this week, so I could use the few extra bucks.
Oh yeah.
So I made a little cash out on that one. Let's see here. I want to see what see how he's done last year with him. McLaurin. Not a good game. I guess he didn't play the first week. Or no, he did. He got shut out. 4 targets, 0 receptions. And then the last game they got blown out. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
So not looking – yeah, if Wentz is like under pressure again, he may not get that 100 yards that he got last week. So, yeah, I don't want to pay $6,500 for McLaurin.
Well, sort of looking at the game and the prices of these guys, I mean, you sort of got a point. I mean, a Cooper Rush stack and a bring back, I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
No.
And it don't cost you too much. Even if you did run it back on McLaurin.
No, you're right. But I don't want to touch him outside of the stack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be stacking CeeDee Lamb.
Oh yeah. Outside of the stack, probably not. But if you have a stack where you have a game script of like a Cooper Rush 25-point day, there's a good chance that the Commanders are throwing the ball back in the second half.
Tight ends. Hendershot, man. This dude ended up being the guy. He can get you this in a touchdown for $2,500.
I'd say he's more so optimal with his like $200 price tag than maybe he is on the slate itself.
Yeah, because Ferguson was still involved.
Yeah,
they were both out there.
And I just the punt tight end just hasn't been a thing this year.
Not yet, no.
Yeah. I think the punt tight end hasn't been working because also the high price running backs haven't been returning their value.
Oh, that's a solid point.
So maybe in the past, if you had like Christian McCaffrey, 40 points and Dalvin Cook 30 points, usually those are the guys that have the punt tight end.
I'm with you there. That makes a lot of sense with the running backs. We haven't seen that 8-9K running back except Jonathan Taylor week 1.
Mm-hmm.
He got you 30-something points. Outside of that,
McCaffrey hasn't done it. Yeah, he needed almost 40 attempts in overtime to do it.
Yeah, that's true. So, looking at the next game, do you have any more thoughts with the Washington Dallas?
No. We hit the nail on the hammer. Like I said, tight end's a little iffy. Obviously, so we like the stacks.
Yeah, I kind of want to look at every game. We haven't been doing it like that at all.
Yeah,
It's
let's
good
do
to
it
get
like that.
some full exposure. Because then we can't beat ourselves up for not playing a certain guy. It's like we talked about him, and then, yeah, that's why. So looking at Seattle, Detroit, we already touched on Goff. Maybe is Geno Smith? I know you don't like Geno. No, he just went up. Man, but Geno had 44 attempts against the Lions.
Yeah, that cornerback. Gosh, I can't pronounce his name for the Lions. He did good against JJ.
Yeah.
I was watching some clips. He was pretty impressive.
So, yeah, I agree with that fade. Plus, for 5,400, I'll play Cooper Rush at 53.
Yep.
So, Goff, 59.
And we already talked about the Goff pivot from Jamal Williams. I mean, that would probably be a really nice play.
Yeah, but Jamal Williams here, man, it's definitely a chalk play. After having 2 touchdowns, nothing, and then 2 touchdowns. Now he's going to get possibly.
You may tell you it'll be a good play, maybe that Craig Reynolds. Don't sleep on that. Do not sleep on that.
Ooh, that's what kind of rule will he have? He'll have the Jamal Williams rule.
If Swift is out, I'm expecting at least over like 10 carries, maybe 12.
Got a good point. I know it's easy to just target possibly Swift being out and thinking Seahawks defense, suspect. Yeah, I see him being out to the bye week 6, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Which is good. I mean, if you read up on his injury, I mean, it sounds like he's going to be coming back real soon and healthy. Nothing too serious, just something he needs to sit down for 2 weeks for.
Maybe Rashad Penny's in play here. You know, Dalvin Cook was doing well, and then Madison comes in and he kind of eats against the Lions. You know, they're trying to get this guy going.
Man, I hate to say it, dude. I think in terms of the big slate, I think not playing Seattle running backs is going to be very profitable.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't make me eat my words, I say it's going to be 1 week out of all the weeks.
But you don't think this is a good week here against the Lions? He hasn't done anything yet, and his price is so good.
Oh, it's a good week. I won't be surprised if it's Ken Walker or DJ Dallas. I mean, it almost. I mean, it sort of goes the same with the tight ends, man. I mean, it's like no offense, number one guy, but Will Dissly's the one who's getting the TDs. It's a weird place.
Yeah, I'm just trying to build some cases if somehow there's some things we miss. Like Amon or St. Brown, is he going back to his that's another one, man.
If you're
right
playing
ankle.
golf, if you're playing golf with no Swift, you gotta play Amon.
Yeah.
Or even DJ Chark, man. I know I was on DJ Chark. I know DPR was last week, and he started off that first drive with almost 7 points.
Wow.
And then didn't do anything for the rest of the game.
Yeah, he's 5K definitely in play here with some Josh or some
he was
Jared Goff.
He was looking. Yeah, see, on the first drive, I honestly thought he was getting over 20 points. I was like, "Ooh, DJ Chark day."
Yeah, thanks for these tips. Appreciate it, man. Talking about that Bills Ravens game. I got to be on that game. At least if I do 5 to 10 lineups, got to be on it a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, nothing else here that really speaks my interest.
But didn't Buffalo have cornerbacks working from Wendy's last week, and those Wendy's cornerbacks? Didn't they? I mean, it ain't like Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle did much.
No, yeah, you're right.
I mean,
Aren't
that's-
they in?
we're
Aren't they
talking
in?
about we're talking about Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle here, compared to Rashad Bateman and Devin Duvernay.
Aren't they in talks with somebody? Like a nice veteran defender?
Jason Pierre-Paul.
No, the Bills are looking to sign a nice defender. I gotta look it up here where I read it.
I'm trying to think of what veteran defenders even on the market.
I swear I saw that they brought someone in. I'm not making that shit up.
You know, and with more injuries happening, I don't see any teams making a move on Will Fuller.
I know.
I'm surprised. I'm a little surprised to see that. You know, I didn't think he'd get signed before the season started, but now we're like 3 weeks in, and you see all these injuries. I figured to hear a little bit more hype around it.
Xavier Rhodes. They hosted him. Yeah, that's what I saw. Xavier Rhodes. So yeah, if he can come out there and do something, he'll definitely see the field. And fresh legs, even though he's an older guy, older veteran, be definitely fresh. I don't know. We saw Bateman come down to earth. He didn't get that long touchdown. Yeah. Hold on, Cha. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, man. All good. Sorry. Let's see here. Looking back at yeah, don't get nervous, man. Your place ain't gonna float away. We're supposed to get 24 inches of rain. At least we're keeping it real here, man. So something to look at here, Cha, with if somehow Amonra is like banged up, I mean, and Josh Reynolds is banged up. I like the sharp play. Minor ankle injury. He had a huge game. 6 receptions, 96 yards.
If they were somehow to both miss, I mean, I wouldn't be. I'd be on Quintez Cephas a little bit too, or Raymond,
or Khalif Raymond.
Yeah,
I don't know if he didn't do anything, but Goff has went to him in the past. Cephas, man, they're waiting for him, man. He's not a bad 3K play.
No, and he's fast. I think Goff had like 2 touchdowns with him last year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I drafted him in best ball a little bit. Probably shouldn't have, but
I mean, if you did, it was round 20, you know.
Yeah. Looking at tight ends here, Hawkinson still not moving up, still not heavily involved really. Oh, targets he was the first 2 games. They're just short throws, it looks like.
Another good bet would be to say Will Dissly doesn't get a touchdown and Noah Fant finally gets it.
Yeah, that's a nice price.
That is a nice price. And honestly, he's looked like the better receiver. Just Will Disley he's gotten 2 of the touchdowns.
Yeah, I like Font, man. Any other thoughts on this game? I don't mind pairing man, maybe just a one-off with Font.
Yeah,
Or Font
a one off of Font, the pivot off Jamal with a golf stack. I mean, it's a nice game to target.
Yeah, especially in the dome.
So I'm gonna stick to my guns and say fading the running the Seattle running backs will be a good thing all season in terms of DFS. That does not mean that they will be bad for best ball or redraft. But
Jamal, man, I know you don't want to be on Penny, but the price is too good for a guy that's still got a bunch of touches, and you could mix in Ken Walker. Not playing Ken Walker, but it looked like him and DJ Dallas. Dallas is starting to get some work.
Whoa!
Oh, that photo.
Whoa!
I don't like that photo, man. Looking right into my soul here.
Man, the woman who took that picture must have quadruple D's. And he was just mesmerized. The biggest cojongas he's ever seen.
Yeah, man. What's up with those eyes, man?
Oh, shit. That's funny.
All right, let me get off that game. We'll go to the Chargers, Houston. So, quarterbacks, Herbert. Yeah, we already said we don't want to touch Herbert. Not on Herbert. Davis Mills. Unfortunately, man, he's not going to have could he have a Trevor Lawrence game? Since they just gave it up to Lawrence, they're going to crack down on Mills. Mills doesn't. He had a good completion percentage. Again. But yeah, not really. He's got no wheels. Yeah, he can't play Mills.
And unfortunately, I was a little bit on Cooks last week, not hard, but enough to finally play him for the first time. And I was just upset. I probably won't play him for a minute.
What did Nico do? Man, Nico's that. I only started getting on Nico. I was trying to believe in, believe in Felix's hype, but I was not on Nico at all.
Yeah, I think Nico. He's one of those players who looks good when he's running cone drills. You do a combine, and he looks like an athletic freak. But I think he lacks true wide receiver talent.
Yeah. Palmer, another.
And you see, Palmer's a guy. Palmer's a guy I actually see like wide receiver talent in. He's not like super fast. He's not super athletic, but I see true wide receiver ability in him.
Yeah, but I wonder if Allen is still limited if he comes back. Mm-hmm. Running backs, I don't know. Pierce. They lost a lot of defensive guys for the Chargers here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to feel about Pierce.
Isn't he like gonna just take that role? Like he already took it.
I mean, granted, if he's getting the volume, he's going to be good, and he's probably going to have weeks where he's optimal on DFS. But I'm going to go back to what I've been saying since we've been looking at him on best ball drafts on the board. And I always said Tyler Algier beat him in the film. Like in terms of my film homework, Tyler Algier was better. And I sort of still feel the same. I don't think we'll see Dameon Pierce average 5 yards per carry or higher for the whole season.
Wow. Yeah, good read then. Yeah, he's gonna get the volume.
Yeah, he's gonna get a crap ton of volume, but like I said, my film still says he's not the better running back than other running backs in his range when we were drafting.
Yeah, I think the Chargers should have a bounce back week. Pierce. Yeah, with the price is still nice, but if Mills can't get the ball going through the air at all the Chargers, even if the Chargers are banged up, they can still stuff him. It's gonna be hard to sustain some drives. Could be a low scoring game.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I mean, even Chargers defense steps up even a little bit. I mean, you gotta move the ball to get him down there to score a touchdown.
Yeah. He had better opportunities last week against the Bears.
Oh, for sure. Like, yeah, with the Bears run D being horrible and just the overall D.
Burkhead. A healthy Herbert would lead me to believe that Burkhead could be in play if the Chargers got off to a big lead. But I don't know.
And Xander, man. Xander. Horvath.
Jeez, I know. He didn't get a touchdown last week, but it's definitely vulturing that he's at Kyle Juszczyk. He's at Kyle Juszczyk play.
Yeah.
Tight end, can you go back to Garrett Everett? Price 3,100. I know you want to fire on Noah Fant, but Gerald Everett 4K. Did he do anything last week? A bunch of targets, 6.
At 4K, it's one of his highest prices I've seen him at.
He was 4,400 last week.
44.
Yeah, man, you can't play OJ Howard. Last week and he didn't do anything. Man, that was just,
man. Who came in the chat last week and dropped the OJ Howard take?
Yeah, I fired him up, man. I love just feeling the vibes. I think it might have been a DFS underground. Could be wrong.
Nah, I think it was Chris.
Was it Chris? It was probably Chris.
I think so.
Yeah, Chris. Can't say it's Chris, man. He'll come on here and give me a lot of shit, but I still love him.
Hey, sometimes a really hot take, it has to have it can be really cold sometimes too. I mean, that's how they are.
Yeah. Meow, meow. I just love the name. Meow, meow. No meows. Yeah, this game, maybe this is a game you just fade.
Yeah, I'm sort of with you. This game feels weird. I don't see too many guys who have a nice price I want to get on. Even if Palmer's at the 5,000 now, if Keenan Allen comes back, it's sort of a bad price tag for him even.
Yeah, I don't know about Cooks here.
Yeah. I think I hate to say it, but I think I'm just gonna be off Cooks till he does something. He had an easy match.
It's not a good week to do something.
Yeah, he had an easy matchup last week and didn't take advantage of it.
Yeah, it looks like CJ Stroud's going to go to the Texans.
All right, don't sleep on the Raiders.
Oh, I know. They are the worst team.
Mm-hmm. Don't sleep on the Raiders.
All right, moving on. Tennessee Colts. This is one where right off the rip I wasn't really on this game, but Matt Ryan's price is under Jared Goff, 5,600. Tannehill's 5,500. 2 experienced passing quarterbacks. This could be that sneaky game where you don't want to be on it and it pops because
you got a point.
Taylor's do.
2 really proven quarterbacks in the league. One of them's even a former NFL MVP.
Tannehill had a good game last week. A lot of good completion percentage. I'm not really looking at the rushing touchdown, fumble. But he moved the ball down the field. Derrick Henry was able to have a good game.
Yeah, he definitely shut down the Malik Willis hype.
Yeah. Matt Ryan here.
Yeah,
It's one of those.
You're going to want 25 points out of him for this price, I still think. I was happy to see Alex Pierce be more involved last week in his return.
Oh, yeah.
That was very promising. Confused why Pierce got a price increase, but
Yeah, 3,900. He definitely he's almost higher than Duvernay. One day he will be.
yeah, you
Pierce,
definitely.
yeah, Pierce is nice. I could see him popping again. This is like that Greg Dortch play where people wanted to get on him. So, yeah, but what's his ceiling? Probably 17 points. Same thing with the touchdown.
Yep. 20 if he gets lucky. 20 if he gets lucky with a long one.
Yeah, this could be a Derrick Henry run back with Alex Pierce or Pittman. Pittman's still so high again. He's higher now. He's 69 last week. Now he's 72. Yeah, we should have been on Pittman week 1. What the hell were we thinking?
I think it was just at the what was he like $5,000 some bucks, like almost 30% down. Yeah.
Yeah, I should have been on it though.
Yeah, I know. We were just thinking about getting ahead of 70% of the field.
Yeah, but I've been saying I didn't want to fade that much chalk this year, and I think that's. I don't know. It hasn't been that chalky. There hasn't been no slam dunk.
And eating chalk's good, but I think it's that 30. It's that 25-30% chalk that's the worst to eat.
Yeah. Does Paris Campbell do anything? No. 2 targets. Good fade. I faded Campbell.
Yeah, no, I think we have more Pierce and Doolin than Campbell. Yeah.
Kyle Phillips, did he do anything last week? Oh, no,
I don't think he played. That shoulder is bothering him.
So did Nick Westbrook and Kenny do anything? No. What about Burks? Burks is the dude now. He didn't do anything either.
I think Robert Woods actually finally did something.
Oh, yeah, he did.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's a guy I faded, which I probably shouldn't have. I thought about that. Shouldn't have faded. But he didn't score, so it's not really an optimal play.
Yeah, no.
And I think if they get near the red zone, it's a Derrick Henry show.
And just looking at the stats, it seems like he had a 41-yard reception. I mean, that could have been blown coverage for all we know.
Oh yeah, I clicked on the wrong guy. Yeah, 41 yards. Yeah, I don't know.
So imagine if that was blown reception or blown coverage, and if that never happened, he could have had like 4 receptions, 40 yards.
Tight end. This is another vulture with Woods coming in here. The rookie, the third round draft pick.
Yeah,
Both
backup tight ends scored a touchdown last week. And Swam.
Oh yeah, that's that showdown play.
Oh, I know we play him in showdown. He gets 0. Then on the main slate, he's like, I'm almost gonna pop off.
Austin Hooper, no. Yeah, I like Font. So yeah, not much there. I'm not really. I mean, I guess you could find some cheap plays if you want to get back on Woods or or Jonathan Taylor. I think Jonathan Taylor, he's due to pop, man.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you there.
He could be a low owned. Maybe people are scared to go to him since he kind of did them wrong the past 2 weeks. It's like, I'm not going back to Taylor. I'm not spending $8,800 on him. But yeah, he'd have to blow up. We need a 30-point game for minimum. And I want to say he's in a smash spot.
No, I'm with you. I mean, especially it's a home too. I like home running backs.
Yeah, coming off a big win against Kansas City, I feel like the vibes should be good. Defenses, Colts D, Titans D. We haven't really talked D. We could look at D's later.
Yeah, we can just look at them together in a unit.
Yeah. Bears, Giants. Yeah, I'm scared to go back to Fields. Going against the Giants here.
No, I'm with you there. And honestly, Giants D is not bad. So it's not like he's in a favorable matchup too much.
No, he's not.
Other than
Daniel
that,
Jones.
is David Montgomery's injury a multiple week type of thing?
Day to day.
Day to day, okay.
He maybe they don't rush him back because Herbert did really well, so they made. But they're bye week 14, so that's a long way.
You know, at the same time, Montgomery is high played or high owned for a reason because of the matchup. So I want to be patient on saying Herbert's the guy so far because he did have a favorable matchup. He did have a favorable matchup last week, a really nice one.
Oh, so Montgomery got hurt in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I faded
so
Montgomery. Kind of got lucky.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about it too. I was a complete fan of Montgomery too, and I was looking at Herbert's numbers. I was like, man, if Montgomery stayed in and got those instead, that could have been bad for me.
Yeah, should have played some Herbert.
And honestly, Tristan Ebner was seeing work with Herbert decently.
Yeah, he deserves it though. He needs to see the field, especially with the injury. They need to see if they have a Tariq Cohen. What about Barkley here, man? Another good matchup. Looks like Fields may struggle. A lot of 3 and outs.
If David Montgomery was high owned as he was last week, I mean, how much ownership do you think Barkley's going to carry?
I don't know.
I mean, he could be good chalk, but I'm definitely thinking he's going to be high owned.
But this is Hurricane Braining. I need some high floors, man.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. No, like I said, he could be good chalk, and I usually don't say that about a bunch of chalk.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely back. We've seen some nice plays from him. He had a tough matchup, especially with Shepard out, and they may just lean so much on Barkley going into this game.
Oh man, if Barkley didn't break that touchdown last night.
Oh yeah, I would have salvaged everything. I had the same sweat with you, 4 out of 5.
Yeah. And what's crazy is if he didn't get that, we would have been sweating on the interception that happened in the last minute.
Oh yeah, so that might not have happened.
Or even if you didn't get that, it would have still been crazy just to like, oh man, we didn't get the interception, and then bang out of nowhere last minute.
Yeah. I should have been on Daniel Jones under pass yards. I had a feeling he'd be doing a lot of scrambling.
Mm-hmm.
Any other thoughts on that game? Bears, Giants?
No, I'm with you. I want to stay away from Fields. I have no clue what's going on with Mooney, and I think Barkley's gonna be good chalk.
Yo, what's up, Daryl? Oh, real quick, man. Before week 3, I was winning at I think $900 on Draftkings. I was winning $450 back. But after week 3, I'm winning $850 back is what it said. So I obviously had a good week 3 with best ball.
Yeah, our wide receivers killed it, Daryl.
I didn't want to go check them. I don't like doing that, checking them. I'll check them towards the end of the year when I see the sweat is for real. But yeah, I know I did good last week. We were high on McKenzie, Zay Jones. Yeah. And
even Devonte.
Hurts was
Devonte. I know you did a bunch of drafts like by yourself and on the side too, but
yeah.
in the drafts you and me done, we're actually very high on Devonte.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I there's no way I wasn't getting AJ Brown at that spot. I was getting a lot of Javonte Williams,
and Chubb, or Josh
yeah.
Allen. Yeah.
I started going towards Kyle Pitts. So yeah.
Kyle Pitts at the end, the beginning of the third, yeah.
So let's see here. Moving on, Jaguars, Eagles. What is this weather? Is it possible rain? Light rain forecast, possibly. This sounds like a smash Eagles defense.
You know, I was going to say with the way both these defenses are performing, this might be a smash on the under. I don't know the exact number it's at, so I don't want to support that to the public right now, but
can I see that on the Vegas? I don't even know. Yeah, you can see it here.
okay.
Let's see what it is. It is 48. So yeah, under.
I will say the Eagles and Commanders didn't get that last week.
So yeah, what is the highest game here? Bills, Ravens. No shit.
No shit. Oh yeah, I'll feel you on that.
There was a game that was like 30 points I saw.
You know, I do want to think that we could actually do good this week because we got what? Kansas City is off the board in the slate, Tampa Bay, and then you got Cincy and Miami playing Thursday. And I hate Cincy and Miami on the slate currently because Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle just seem like they can pop for 35 at any point. And the whole world, I feel like the whole world's waiting for Jamal to get his 35-point game.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
So I feel a little relieved that we could be sneaky in other places on the slate with some of the other primetime games off of it.
Yeah, looking at this Vegas really quick, you got they predict that Eagles Jaguars game so high.
That's the second highest of the slate, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Because I see the Kansas City Tampa games there, and below the Philly games, even the Miami Cincy.
And then you got Rams Niners Monday night.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
there too. So the next one is really Vikings Saints.
Oh yeah, this might be a sneaky week for DFS. I feel like we can do something.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to do it tonight, man. This may be my only lineup. We'll see.
No, we can still talk about it in Discord and whatnot.
Yeah, I'll try and pop in if I can. Saints, Vikings, we haven't. Go ahead.
How long do you guys usually out of power when a hurricane comes on there?
Oh man, never know. If they hit this generator, it pops probably 1-2 weeks.
Yeah.
But the good thing is it's not supposed to be crazy like high winds. We're only supposed to get hit with like 80-mile-an-hour winds. So it's going to hit the coast around just south of Tampa. Just south, yeah. So you're looking at the West Coast. So I'm about a couple hours outside of the direct hit. So, yeah, it should slow the hurricane down a little bit. But, yeah, that path is supposed to go right through my house here. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not too crazy. But, yeah, my dad keeps knocking on the door. He's like, Emerson, we're going to have to bolt my house down. He's fucking – he's a little scared.
Hatching it down, man.
This is real talk, man. Yeah, you'll see it on the news. Hopefully, if I make a news appearance, I'll give a shout out to BFFL, man. I don't want to be on the news because that's not a good story.
Shout out to the BFFL fan, man.
Yeah.
No, I was born in Miami, but I haven't really been back down to Florida since. But
oh yeah, man. Miami's not really. Yeah, if you like the culture and the food, but outside of that, it's so many people.
mm-hmm.
So looking back here at the Vikings Saints at the next highest scored, we haven't even talked about that. Oh, that's a Monday night game. That's another game that's not on. Oh no, wait, it's a. Am I looking at this right? It's like a Sunday morning game.
Oh wait, is that one of the first
London
overseas games?
This London?
Yeah.
This must be a London game. So yeah, we can't even do this one. So the next one is Cardinals Panthers, which we haven't even talked about yet at 46 points.
It's trying to say, is it really trying to say the Broncos and Raiders have a 46-point total?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
any bettors out there, I'd probably take that over. You're welcome.
Yeah, you got two of these 4 o'clock games are at 46 points.
So maybe looking at these game totals, I mean, maybe we will have to play a decent amount of that Buffalo Baltimore. At least not a full fade, man.
No, I do got to get some pieces. But could you get more unique? Could we see like fading Lamar Jackson and going Dobbins? Like I could see that being unique.
Yep.
Especially if Lamar Jackson comes down and only gets like 22 fantasy points, 23, 24. At 8K, yeah, that's where he was going last year and the year before when he was having that MVP season.
No, these game totals are interesting to see.
Yeah, back to that. So Lions is just above the Seahawks. They're right there, 46 as well. Yeah, we just talked about that one. Could find some unique pieces there. Broncos, Raiders. We haven't talked about it yet too much, but I do like some Russell Wilson. And man, do we go back to Mac? Do you do Mac Hollins? I mean, I think Renfro is back.
Yeah, if Renfro's back, then not a chance.
No. Even the Browns Falcons is up there because it must be a dome. They kind of. So wait, so I see here the open and then the live, like what it's at. So everyone's betting the over in that Browns Falcons game. It's at 50 points now. That's what that means, right? Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Same with the Seahawks and the Lions. That went up to 50 points. So everyone bet the over real quick on those two games. Lions, Seahawks, and Browns, Falcons. So everyone's first reaction is they're going to score some points. I see that.
Which is good because that was sort of our reaction in that Lions Seattle game too.
Packers, Patriots. You know I like the Packers here with the opportunities with Brian Hoyer. What the hell's what is Brian? We haven't even talked about that game yet. Yeah, let's go back and look at it. Then we'll end up talking about it. Yeah, the worst game was the Steelers, the one that's next. Let's see if we can find anything in that game. That's a 35-point over-under. Steelers, Jets. Ooh. So still back on this game, Jaguars, Eagles. We haven't even looked at the running backs here.
Man, how do you feel about Robinson, man?
Yeah, I wish I would have drafted more of them when fading ETN.
You know, I remember, you know how sometimes, especially during our slow drafts, we're on the board, and how I'll break down like 5 or 6 players that we like. And I remember talking about Robinson, man. I was like, why does ETN get more carries? Why? You know, that was one of the biggest things I kept asking. Like, you know, James Robinson proved himself, and
because everybody was on that injury, that Achilles tear.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that people talking about the Achilles tear. He'll have a slow return. That's all I think it was.
And I think too many people weighed in the college relationship between ETN and Lawrence.
That too. Yeah, I wasn't on ETN at all at that ADP of 45, 50. Hell no.
No, we weren't. I mean, like I said, I actually got scared a little bit at the end of the season that we weren't, but sort of glad that we didn't.
And he's still priced 5,400. Like, man, I'll play freaking Rashad Penny over ETN.
Oh yeah.
So think about that, 400, 500 cheaper. So
I might play Craig Reynolds over Travis Etienne this week.
Yeah, that's a good point.
RIP to all the Trey Sermon owners.
Yeah, I don't know whoever drafted. Nobody drafted him, right? Last year.
There was some hype at the end of the season on him.
Yeah,
I know he started being drafted.
I think this is a week where you may want to fade. The Eagles are so hot.
Dude, I'm with you. Like they're hot. They're going to be high owned. Both these defenses have been showing up. Both of them.
Yeah, some tough matches. Even if Herbert's banged up, he still makes good reads. He's still a dog out there.
They're putting no respect on Zay Jones. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. We know that we know McLaurin somehow. I mean, I guess you can't fade Hurts, but if you do fade Hurts just because of the price, because you went Allen or Lamar Jackson, you fade Hurts at the same price. Maybe you still got to get a piece of this game, and like Zay Jones is nice still. We know the Eagles definitely get burned. Amonra burned them. Who else did the Eagles?
No, I'm sort of with you. I think this might be the game to fade Hurts and maybe just push on to that Buffalo-Baltimore game instead. If you're in a position where you already feel like you want to pay up for Hurts, I say just go Lamar or Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Trying to see. I want to pull this back up. Ownership, map models. I'll have to see if Jake can post the ownerships if he wants to. What was I going to look up? Oh, I was going to look up Eagles defense. Who would they play? All 3 games. I mean, Lions, Vikings. So they held Justin Jefferson in check, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. See, the Lions are
kinda held-
the sport on them.
Yeah, the past 2 weeks they kind of held them in check. Yeah, only the Lions.
But Lions again. You're talking Jamal, Swift, Hawkinson, Amon. I mean, that offense is explosive.
Yeah, and these Jaguars are coming off a big win. That's another. That's kind of another big boost, kind of like the other team I was just talking about here with the Colts. Colts coming off a big win, and so did the Jags. They didn't think they were going to get that win. I mean, of course they think they're going to get the win, but the rest of the world didn't think so. So yeah, I still like Zay Jones, heavily involved, definitely a piece for obvious reasons. But we were on Zay Jones. Regardless, I wasn't on him. I did get on him a little bit last week in the afternoon. I fired him up in the afternoon.
Yeah, I think I kept clicking on Dobbs over Zay Jones last week.
Yeah. Christian Kirk, he's been so consistent. Another high floor guy.
Yeah, no, you're right. So, honestly, a little crazy. He's averaging at 20 points. He's only priced 6'6".
Yeah, it's that 3x return minimum. Every week, 3x. You want another 3x? You want to go away from getting that automatic 3x?
Yeah, he's probably a cash game legend.
Yeah.
So far, Hall of Fame.
Could Quez Watkins do a return since Devonte got all the work?
Yeah.
But he's still not he's a showdown afternoon or early morning slate.
Yep, you got that right.
AJ Brown, I don't like him at this price. Jaguars D is going to show up, or at least they're going to try to. I don't know. Maybe the Jaguars are like maybe the Eagles eat, man. The Jaguars all messed up because of their family. They're thinking about their homes here in Jacksonville with the hurricane coming through. Maybe it's wearing on them right now and they don't have a good game. Traveling to Philly. I don't know, man. That's me just trying to think so deep into the player's mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think that has some effect.
Oh, dude, I 100%. I wish there was like a Twitter feed that would tell me like guys' birthdays, a bunch of stuff like that.
Well, yeah, think about it last week with the Bills game and the Dolphins. If you would have thought that the game would have been so heat exhaustion, you would have faded that game like with these guys running those routes.
Yeah,
even though McKenzie did pop.
Or even like McKenzie week 1, like where's a Twitter feed that's telling me McKenzie's going to score a touchdown and do a gender reveal for his sister on live TV?
Yeah, I want that Twitter feed.
Like exactly, I want that Twitter feed. Like,
yeah, what do y'all think of Cowboys defense against Washington? Totally on them.
Totally on. Yeah, I'm with you there. I want to. Do you think it's going to be chalky? I mean, I know defense is not something that gets too high.
We all know. Yeah, it's gonna be chalky, man. We all know about Carson Wentz and his 9 sacks and how he never gets the ball off, and Lawrence came back, right? DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah, he came back in the game.
So he's all right.
But you have a good point, Daryl. I mean, it's a division game. Those usually go under. If I'm not mistaken, is Cowboys at home or Cowboys at home?
Cowboys are at home.
So yeah, Cowboys are at home. Division games go under. Washington's O-line looks horrible. It's a good spot.
Tight end. Let's look at tight end. Jacksonville Eagles. Yeah, the more I think about it, man, I don't know if I want to fade the Eagles offense. At least at least the running backs possibly they could have a tough time trying to move the ball on the ground just because. But
Yeah,
the
yeah.
receivers,
I think it just might be a Hurts thing for me.
yeah.
And
You
not
mean
really the whole game itself. I just
you mean
feel like
Dallas Goddard? You said Jalen Hurts. Sorry, I thought you meant Zach Hurts. Thinking he was
no.
still on the Eagles. Thought you had a brain for it. 8,200 still up there.
Yeah, I feel like it's just maybe that day you want to just switch it to Josh Allen Lamar with them being similarly priced.
Yeah, I don't know what to think there. Yeah.
But that's just me because I don't know Jacksonville's defense. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, they've been building their defense really through the draft the past 4 years. I mean, it makes sense that they're shining now.
Except last year, Cowboys put up 56 points. Just saying. But yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. But then in the year before that, Antonio Gibson blew up with 39 points on Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know about the low scoring reference. You're probably right. I don't know.
I will say the Dallas defense is, even from 2 years ago, miles better, but even better than they were last year. They're really getting to that quarterback pretty fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. Cooper Rush could be kind of possibly look so great to us, or at least to me. But maybe the Cowboys get a 17-3 lead and they just pound the rock. And it's definitely a defense. Yeah, I like that defense. Moving on, looking at the Jets. Are we going to be able to get anything in this game here? Jets, Steelers. Can we find any actual play? Shit. Flacco. Yeah, tell him to pick you up something to eat, man.
No, he's wanting me to start some tacos. He's about to go on a run, big bro.
What is it?
It's TJ.
Oh, all right, man. Is that your brother?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, you gave him that ass whooping last week? I saw.
Oh yeah, I gave him that ass whooping. He's saying I gave you an ass whooping in the league.
Listen, bro, my team is just fine, baby. I'm benching Russell Wilson. I'm starting Trevor Lawrence.
Ooh, hot take.
Yeah, that's not the take we'd give you. We would give you the other one.
Yeah, the hot take. Yeah, no, Russell Wilson has a good matchup with Raiders this week.
No, dude, I'm not playing Russell Wilson.
You're not playing him?
No. He's garbage. I think they need to fire that fucking coach.
They need to. They need to. That coach needs to be gone.
I think they should bring
You should tell him.
John Gruden to Denver.
John Gruden to Denver.
John Gruden to Denver.
You heard it in the Burchett household first.
You should tell him that Trevor Lawrence is going to have Florida on his mind when he's up there, and he's not going to be able to ball with the Hurricane.
Yeah, Trevor.
Why?
Trevor Lawrence, his emotionless face.
I don't know. So looking at here, man, looking at Steelers, Najee Harris is definitely I guess Joe Mixon didn't do it, and he's.
Yeah, Najee is really one of the only people that really comes to my mind in this game. But I want to say just cross this game off your list, and I'm not saying that because it's the lowest total of Vegas, but because I believe it's going to be the lowest total of the day.
Well, is Zach Wilson coming back? Isn't he like projected? Make season debut.
Who's your favorite play this week, man? Who's
Oh,
your
what's
favorite
up, big
play?
dog?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, I don't know yet, man. I've been thinking about the hurricane too much.
How's where you at? Where you live at? You live down in Florida?
Yeah, we're right in the path, man. So I'm doing a stream tonight, man, because we're probably gonna get some power outage and stuff.
I feel it.
Yeah, that's the only time I'll be able to probably chat with you guys with the YouTube.
No, it's gone.
We still got the Discord.
Yeah. That's cool, man. I see yeah, my favorite play. I mean my favorite play is attacking your Patriots. That's my take, man. Even though these guys are expensive, I just see Rodgers just having there's no way you guys are gonna move the ball at all. I don't think so.
My current problem with Rodgers and the main slate is sort of back to like last week. I just feel like he could have a good day and just it might be due to how much they use Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon, but I have a feeling he's gonna have a problem getting to 30 points. Like even on some of his better days, it's gonna look like 25 fantasy points.
Yeah, he'd have to do it early. He'd have to get you 22 points by the end of the first half.
Yeah. Which that's not like dissing the Packers. I mean, they could have, they can go, 14 wins and Aaron Rodgers not get past 25 fantasy points all season. I mean, that's sort of like how their offense is sort of running.
He did it once last year, I think. But yeah, he didn't really. But then again, he was the MVP for some reason. He obviously had some fantasy relevance. It just wasn't like that huge week where he was optimal.
Well, it's definitely I feel like he's had a bunch more touchdowns last year with the way he was using Devonte in the red zone. And without Devonte now, he's just going to lose a little bit in the touchdown department. Bro, it could have been first and goal 4 yards ago, and he would have threw it to Devonte. That's just how their chemistry works.
Look at this, man. So you're saying
How
you want
much
to fade this game?
is Mariota this week, man, playing Cleveland?
Like 5,600, I think.
It could be a sneaky play, dude. I'm telling you, Cleveland's defense is shaky this year, man. Mariota could run it on him, dude.
5,600.
Yeah, that's a nice buy, really. I was kind of looking. I was curious how much his price was.
Yeah, it's not bad. But he hasn't really hit that ceiling yet, man. 17 points, 16, 20.
Yeah, he hasn't. But bro, I'm telling you, Cleveland
Pitts is due. So
Cleveland
Pitts-
gave Joe Flacco 31, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Flacco can throw the rock. Mariota
He's got a
really
point
can't
there.
throw the rock.
Mariota can run it too, though.
Yeah, you're right. We should definitely keep this one in our radar here.
Yeah, him and what's he got? He's got London and Pitts, don't he?
Yeah.
London's been doing pretty good, ain't he?
Yeah, but London probably playing on Denzel Ward, so we're thinking Kyle Pitts maybe. Because I like Denzel Ward a lot, dude.
How much is Chubb?
Yeah.
They probably bumped him up, didn't they?
7,900.
Yeah, he's going up,
Yeah.
baby.
$900 away from Jonathan Taylor, dude.
Seeing the
too
thing with
fucking
Chubb,
much.
man, he don't catch the ball a lot, so it's kind of like he's kind of risky when he gets up here sometimes because his ceiling's kind of.
Yeah, he's pretty much that cheap Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry price tag. If you're trying to gauge between the three guys.
Dang, Patterson. Could be a nice play.
Mm-hmm.
It's Cleveland. He's been tearing it up. Somebody said he's like the second ranked running back.
Or Patterson.
Yeah, Cha-Cha's waiting for them wheels to fall off there.
Oh yeah.
Yo, going back to this game, trying to keep in line here with the Jets and Steelers. George Pickens, man, 3,800. I know you don't want to touch this game, but
No, after Najee, he was going to be my second suggestion of the players I sort of want to play. I mean, just because
He should be on people's radar after the big catch. They seen it. Maybe he's a cheap play people may want to target. And Corey Davis is still priced kind of high. He's not really.
Yeah, watching those. The more I watch those Jets receivers, I sort of have some optimism about when Zach Wilson comes back.
Yeah, it could be this week, but maybe it's the week you play the Steelers defense too. First week back, he may not be really with it yet.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there.
He's kind of cheap. That is a unique
What?
cut, but I don't know.
There's nothing in it.
All right.
Oh.
Looking at the tight end, so Conklin went down a little bit, but I don't know if Conklin would be a Zach Wilson target. Freermuth, no. Deontay Johnson's the highest receiver, 6K. He had a lot of work. He has a lot of work every game.
If I'm not mistaken, the Jets have done really good at shutting down the wide receiver ones.
Yeah, they did shut down Jamar Chase.
And then even I'm pretty sure Sauce Gardner was covering Mark Andrews in the first week.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, man, what about I wonder, could this be a game Trubisky has to make a statement or they pull the plug? I don't know. Does he feel like he has to go out there? Every week he has to feel he has to go prove so that he don't get that plug pulled on him.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I think they might have to, man. I mean, they have some good receivers there. He should have shown more already, at least one of the weeks.
Yeah, but he's got a little wheels on him, even though he didn't show it. He can run.
But man, if you have Deontay Johnson, Claypool, and Pickens, and you haven't really threw like a good long touchdown pass yet, something's up.
Yeah, I like Steelers D. Obvious with the under. It just makes sense, man. It's hard to try and we could be contrarian and say that the Jets and Steelers could be a shootout or like 24-28. But that's just crazy to want to go there. All right, moving on. Cardinals, Panthers. We got two more, and then we'll build a lineup, and I'm gonna call it a night, man.
I'll feel you there, brother.
Maybe we can do a showdown because I probably won't be able to do one. We'll do one showdown though. I mean, I don't want to hog up the rest of your evening, but
No, you're good, bro. I ain't doing nothing.
yeah, maybe talk another 20, 30 minutes. We'll see here. So Cardinals, Panthers.
There's two of them up there. You just got to put one in there.
So Big Bry's going to be playing Baker Mayfield. That's what you said, man?
Dude, hell no, man. I would listen, man. Man, I would never put my money on Baker Mayfield, man. I would put Jordan Love in before I put Mayfield in, man.
I just had to make a joke, man. So
it ain't happening, man. He can't even get McCaffrey going, dude.
Nah, I would never play him. But yeah, my pops, my dad is a diehard Colorado Buffalo fan in college, and he was telling me, he's like, Laviska Shenault, that dude's like great, and I was like, not really, but he did have a big game.
Yeah, I seen he had a big catch.
Yeah, but only 2 targets. Yeah, that's about how many throws Baker Mayfield does all game.
Yeah, dude, he don't throw the ball, man. No, garbage.
Yeah, he's got such a great opportunity, such a secured wasn't even sure where he'd go.
Dude, that Jacksonville Philadelphia game could get wild.
You think he has a chance to go be low scoring at all too?
No, I don't know, dude. I think that could be a good scoring game.
Jacksonville defense has been showing up, but
Yeah, I like Zay Jones's price is real low. Should be pretty chalky.
Again? Well,
they didn't raise him only like 40. He's only like 4,300.
yeah, I know. I played him week 1 and 2, and he didn't do shit. And then don't play him week 3, and he fucking has a fucking good week at the price.
I know. I benched him in that dynasty league. I almost
Garbage,
started playing
man.
him.
I know. I got Lawrence, Kirk, and Robinson in that dynasty league. I got a nice little combo going with them 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I was all over Zay.
Robinson looking like he's going to be a good player. I made a good trade today in my house league. I traded Devonte Smith for Justin Herbert.
Oh, you got Justin Herbert?
Yeah, for Devonte Smith.
Nice. Yeah, I would
Straight
do
up.
that. But who do you have at quarterback?
I have Derek Carr. He's been kind of hurting me, but I have Eckler at running back, so it'll be nice. I'll have Herbert and Eckler. Nice.
Yeah, you know
stack.
he's got to heal up. He'll definitely
Yeah.
be there for maybe some playoffs if you make it that deep. That's a nice plug-in play.
Yeah, I'm so stacked at wide receiver. Devontae was just sitting on my bench, and some dude's been on me so hard because he's got Jalen Hurts, so he wanted him really bad. He didn't really need Herbert.
Yeah, I like that. That was a good trade. I mean, I guess it could help both of you out. Yeah, looking at this Jaguars Eagles game that you're interested in, I mean, the running back still didn't really move too much. Miles Sanders is still 6K.
Yeah, I like Robinson for the price, man. That 6'4" is nice, man. Like that triple stack's been working, man. It just seems like, man, that the triple stack. Like last week, it was. This past week, you had Jalen Hurts, man. He went off with Devontae and A.J. Brown for the price, really. And then you had last week Tua bouncing with Tyreek and Waddle for a low price. It's just a triple stack, man. Just seems like wide receivers are going off more, too, than running backs. I don't know. Just
Yo, what's up, Jake? Hey, what's up, King? Yeah, man.
Yo, what's up, Jakey?
Yeah, we've been going strong 2.5 hours now. We looked at almost the whole slate. Yeah, I don't know here, man. I like some Zay. I guess Marvin Jones could be a pivot off the chalk of Zay Jones if you do some Trevor Lawrence stacks, because he's still getting some work, man. He hasn't really popped one, nothing deep.
Yeah, dude, Lawrence is throwing the ball, man. He's slinging it to them receivers, man.
Yeah,
I gotta watch that recap. I gotta see how he did so great.
What's
second half.
Lawrence's price? What's his price this week? Has he got a good price, Trevor Lawrence?
57, nice and cheap.
That's nice, dude. That's really that might be the play this week, dude. Playing them Eagles, bro. That could be a good game. I really think that game could, easily be in the 20s, 30s, man.
Was that his breakout game last week? Are we gonna, because he hasn't had bounce back game as a rookie?
No, he has, bro. I'm telling you, he could have he could come on. Is he playing at home? Is he playing at home too?
No,
He's playing at Philly.
That's gonna be a tough game. 3-0 Eagles. They're gonna try and go 4-0.
Yeah, I mean that could be the game though where he's like, all right, I'm letting y'all know something, like I'm for real.
But I was trying to tell Cha-Cha, is there a possibility
Like
that
you
the
said,
Jaguars
if you went like a Lawrence, man, you could go like a Lawrence, Robinson, and Zay Jones, man. Think just about how cheap that would be, You would be able to really build a team off of that.
Yeah.
Bounce it back
think
with some, like even A.J. Brown, just hope he just has a big game.
Do you think there's any chance that these guys are like the coaching staff? Is there like something where these guys are like messed up with the hurricane coming, man? They're like traveling, and I don't know, man. Their head's just not in the game. They're just, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I want to feel like the Eagles are
Maybe
so
they want to.
high.
Maybe they want to put on, baby. Put on for Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know you're playing Lawrence. I know you want to be high on Lawrence. I just want you to be aware of the mindset of the Jaguars whole team, knowing that if this weather back here in Florida, if that could affect them at all, even though the game's not even in Jacksonville.
I was high on Mariota, but man, I see that Lawrence price $5,700, $100 more, man. I just feel like you're going to get a lot out of that game.
Yeah.
I just feel like that game could be a shootout, man. It really could. I just feel like that's an intriguing game. I feel like Jacksonville's kind of getting a little underrated, man. I think Jacksonville might win that division.
Yeah, but the Colts they're gonna make a push still. Matt Ryan will still make.
Dude, listen, you are never gonna make a push with Matt Ryan.
He came there to do something, man.
I give up on Matt Ryan. He let Tom Brady come back, man. He let the GOAT come back.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
What was he down? He was up 23 or 27 on him, something crazy.
28-3.
Yeah, 28-3.
Cha-Cha ain't gonna forget that score.
Yeah, no, man. Big Bro wouldn't even fucking let the GOAT come back from that, man. Shit.
Yeah, you guys are right, man. Lawrence still good, riding the high, but the Eagles just shut down Carson Wentz. They're gonna be able to crack through that Jaguars.
Listen, man, I'm not a big fan of Carson Wentz. I never have been, dude. I just kind of think he was getting lucky, man.
Yeah.
I've never been a big Carson Wentz fan. I don't know. Who did Eagles play? They played somebody week 1 and week 2. Somebody lit them up.
Lions.
Yeah. Lions lit them up.
And the week after that, they held Minnesota. Remember they shut down Kirk Cousins on Monday night?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they shut down Cousins, who was coming off a high, beating the Packers. I think this is the Jaguars' high, man. I don't know. For you and I are kind of going to be on different fields here. I haven't seen it yet with Trevor Lawrence back-to-back games.
How much is your Packers D this week, man? They're playing a backup quarterback in New England. Ain't they? What, Brian Hoyer?
Oh, yeah, they're the highest price, 4,100.
Oh, they? Whew, man, I figured they was going to be up there.
I like that Steelers D against the Jets. Zach Wilson
that
coming
is
back.
that is a good D. I was looking at them earlier.
Yeah, we haven't looked at any Ds yet.
They're hard to hit, man. It's nice when you hit the right defense, though, man. If you hit the right defense, it helps so much.
Texans D 2,400 going in, having banged up Justin Herbert. I know you're not playing Justin Herbert yet.
No.
Yeah, I'm from Florida.
Baltimore and Buffalo. Whew, man, that's going to be a good game. Yeah, Lamar, man. What is he priced? That's what I want to know. He's been the highest score, back-to-back weeks on DK?
He's right under Josh Allen, 8,300.
So he's under Josh Allen.
84.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Jackson's top. He was top scorer on DK back-to-back weeks, right? Week 2 and 3.
Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I agree with Brian. He should be higher than Josh.
Yeah, bro, he is. What's he? How many times does he rush in a game? Because I've seen he had 100
back-to-back 100-yard games.
Yeah, back-to-back 100-yard games.
But man, this could be a game where you pivot off of and you rock J.K. Dobbins. Dobbins is good.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like,
his price is really good.
Do crap for me.
It's his first game back, but
I was kind of hoping they was just saving him up, gonna let him come out and run the ball.
But they didn't bump his price up at all. Now he's in his second week back from the injury, going against a banged up Bills, who may get some points.
Yeah, he had some
See
catches
him.
too out of the backfield. I know.
Yeah, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could definitely nice play. Dobbins should be a lot of people are gonna go probably Jackson and Andrew. Or
Dobbins gonna be a very nice.
Hey man, whatever you do, just don't go Swift, man. Don't listen to Big Che on any DeAndre Swift advice. He'll waste your money.
Yeah. Well, I like both the Lions running backs, but my first take was easily Jamal Williams with the obvious chalk play.
Yeah, he if he's out this week, Swift, I could see him being really high on Jamal Williams. People are gonna probably ride that train.
Yeah, I want to ride it too, but I don't mind the Craig Reynolds.
People are gonna ride that Herbert train too, probably if Montgomery's out.
Yeah, those are always the safe options looking forward. That's what all the fucking fantasy football shows will probably talk about. Herbert,
Hell yeah.
Jamal Williams. Look at here. This is why I think this guy is going to pop. Yeah, you're pretty accurate. Go heavy Baltimore buff. That's what I think first take, man.
Yeah, honestly, if you play Lamar, you almost have to play Andrews, right? How do you feel about that? If you go Lamar, who do you stack with Lamar?
Bateman's been showing some high playability.
Of course, you got Josh Allen. You got Diggs and Davis. McKenzie. He's up in the air. He's kind of game to game. But Lamar
Bills,
definitely. If he hits somebody,
the Bills shut down the tight end, man.
Do they?
But they shut down. They shut down Mark Andrews last year, 6 points.
Yep.
So yeah, they shut down the tight end so far this year. 6 points, 2 points, 8 points. Rams, Titans, Dolphins. I know they're not that sexy, but
I would say with the trouble Bills are having a cornerback, I want to say Bateman.
Bateman, yeah, Bateman's a deep threat.
I know it sounds like an easy answer.
He didn't pop last week.
I feel like it might be good chalk.
Yeah, I know you like Herbert, man. Definitely want to possibly be on some Herbert this week if Montgomery's out. But man, that's another one with. It looks like Fields can't really go against the Giants.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Fields, man. He'd be kind of.
He showed some promise towards the end of the year last year.
Yeah. Yeah, Barkley. Well, they're talking. He probably gonna be highest on running back this week. He's got a good matchup.
Yeah, Barkley, his price. He should be up there in the 9K range, especially with that workload he's getting. He could have a huge role with Shepard out. They should just lean on Barkley. 25 touches easily.
Or even seeing what Khalil Herbert did against the.
Yeah, I'm not fading the Buffalo again. I faded him last week. I did play McKenzie. You guys remember me saying that. Yeah. All right, let's look at these last two ones. We didn't really talk Cardinals, Carolina.
What's up, DFS Underground?
Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, we crushed it.
Or should I say King?
Yeah, king of the DFS Underground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, McKenzie, man, he kept getting catching his breath, man. The heat was getting to him. But yeah, he's definitely a guy that Josh Allen trusts. He's trusting McKenzie more and more.
you, Daddy. Hey, Chief, I sent you the back.
What did James Conner do last week? Nothing, right? Yeah, nothing. Yeah, I don't want no James Conner. Man, McCaffrey's still too much, and you can't trust him for that ceiling. You can't play no CMC, man.
No,
I mean, Akers ran on Cardinals.
I'll say this about
Akers.
CMC. It's looking horrible right now. But if we're all going to sit here and wait till he pops off a 35-point game, then play him afterwards, we're sort of missing the point of DFS.
Yeah, you're right. They're going to try and get him going, at least in receiving.
I will say that. It's coming from the guy who's been talking down CMC the past 2 weeks anyway. But if we do keep waiting, we will miss out and we will lose money 1 week.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have any other takes on this game. Zach Ertz, pretty high price on the road. He's definitely getting a lot of involvement still.
Yo, brother, I need you to pick one: Cantaloupe Haze or Purple Punch.
Oh shit! I like anything purple, man.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point.
Do you get ground or do you get the whole nugs and grind them up?
Lately we just been getting those pins.
Oh, the pens, nice.
Yeah.
All right, man. Moving on to this Patriots-Packers game. Obvious Brian Hoyer.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. Like I said, quarterback-wise, you know how I feel about Rodgers. I feel like he could win the game, do decent, and still just not be GPP optimal. Brian Hoyer is off the table.
No.
The Green Bay rush defense has been suspect so far, but at the same time, good luck guessing what fucking running back Bill Belichick wants to use. I feel like Bill Belichick sees our stream and he just flips a coin now for which running back he wants to use. He's taking the flip the coin narrative.
Yeah, it looks like Harris is like definitely getting those goal line looks, and then Stevenson's more spread out when they need to stretch the field.
All the streamers and sharks who want to say Stevenson should just get all the touches and Harris should get none. It's relatable to the Zeke Pollard situation. You're crazy, and it's not going to happen. Harris will be, as long as he's healthy, Harris will be on the field the whole season.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely getting, this a good comparison. I think but they're both priced a little differently. If you look at, they're both evenly priced. You never seen Zeke and Pollard evenly priced. Or are they now? They might be now.
Yeah,
they are now.
Yeah.
6K.
Yeah, they are now. Mm-hmm.
6K. Yeah, I think obvious defensive smash here for the Packers D. We know Brian Hoyer's going to try and do something. You can see a nice little defensive score.
What do you want? Yeah.
Let's look at the receivers. They priced up Dobbs. They priced him to 4,500.
They priced up. Oh man, I love to see it. Gotta love seeing our 18th round pick going up to $4,500.
Yeah. And then Christian Watson still there at 3,700. He could. This could be a game where Rodgers kind of plays a little bit and throws a deep ball to him if he's active.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm on Team Dubs, but you got to understand that Watson's explosive, and he's gonna have a week. Probably multiple.
Yeah, this is a week where they try that again. They try that deep ball again. They give it another chance. He's definitely not a fade for me. I like Watson. I like the time of possession the Packers could easily have. Moving the ball. This could be a game where Watson gets in the end zone. Maybe he has a Dobbs game. 21 points at 3,700. That's a smash play. Smash it. If you put Watson and Zay Jones in your lineup, you can like totally crush on some Josh Allen with some strong running backs there. Zake Barkley. I hope that's not talking cash play, but
and listening to you and Big Bri talk more about that Jacksonville squad, I want to say if Zay Jones doesn't get up to like over like 50% ownership, I think he's a good player.
Yeah,
I really do.
What do y'all's take on defense, man, on FanDuel, the point difference being big?
What?
I don't know.
What's the best score? I mean, is it probably just touchdowns? I mean, probably the same. But you just want some lucky touchdowns. And some sacks. King. I want to say we talked about Dallas defense with Washington's O-line being subpar and division games going on the under most of the time. Green Bay defense is huge. If you want more contrarian defenses, let me see here. Pittsburgh, I don't know how contrarian that's going to be. I like them. Go Giants. I mean, that O-line still was ass over there. Justin Fields is still suspect. Giants
3,100 D, yeah.
They're at home, not a bad play. And
I don't know what they are on FanDuel, man.
And if you don't, I like home defenses because I believe the crowd is the 12th man. Not even letting the offense hear the play calling type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
They got Giants D at 4,300, which is the 8th highest salary defense on FanDuel. It's about the same, so it's probably very similar. I don't mind some some Texans defense if you want to find a cheap D, 2,400.
Keep an eye out for the return of Darius Leonard, King. If he comes back for Indy, man, I tell you, man, he's one of my favorite defensive players to watch. And the fact they even shut down Kansas City last week should be a reason you want to play them against Tennessee, who, had a good game last week, but come on, they versed the only 0-3 team in the league. With Taylor Lewan out for Tennessee for the whole year, that O-line takes a huge hit.
Yeah, Colts D, I like that.
So that's another sneaky play I got for you, buddy.
And dude, I was right about the Dolphins D. They scored 7 points at 2,200. That's still, you can fit so much in there. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's definitely serviceable. I guess it's a cash play. But yeah, nice little D's. Yeah,
I think we actually. Well, I guess I took the floor and kept talking, but I feel like that was a hit the head on the nail there of all the defenses.
Yeah, if you guys believe that Dallas and Washington could be a low scoring game, Washington at 2,600, maybe Cooper Rush doesn't get going.
And a lot of my favorite defenses are home teams this week, and I like that, like Green Bay, Pittsburgh, Dallas, Indy, Giants. I probably need to write down those 5 on a list right now and just not talk about any other defenses.
Yeah. All right, let's look at the last slate here. Last game, Denver, Las Vegas.
Denver, Las Vegas. Okay, let's be quick about it. Let's make a lineup and get you chilling with the Vikings tonight.
Yeah.
Well, we know
Wilson
how Big Bright feels about Russell, but gotta understand that this defense is probably bottom of the barrel in the Raiders right now. So I want to say he's got to make the player pool, especially with the weapons he has. I mean, I don't know.
Man,
Can't really say with Renfro back.
Where's KJ Hamler been at?
I feel like everyone should have seen this coming. He's not going to be a player who's going to be producing points every week. But that 1 week where he gets that ball, possibly even 2 of them, if he's feeling it, it's going to be the week. It's going to be the week he takes it home.
But it's crazy. He went up $200 on Draftkings, and he hasn't even had a catch yet this season. It's like they priced him up just based on the matchup.
Ownership, yeah. Or no, it's ownership. I mean, if people keep playing them, like they'll price them up.
Oh, you think that's it? Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah,
it's sort of like it's like Stephon Diggs, like absolute, didn't do crap last week, but since he was 25% owned, DK's going to want to, jack him up $1,000, so he's not 25% next week.
I want to go back real quick to this Giants receiver with Shepard out. Anybody to target here? Richie James, 4K. Sills did not really look that sexy.
No, Sills don't look that good. I mean, he looks like he can get some volume if Wandell and Shepard's out, but he don't look that explosive. He doesn't look like a high ceiling type of guy. I would say Richie has that over him. For sure.
Yeah, is Tony back? Man, they may take it easy with these guys because they just lost Shepard. They don't want to see one of these guys lose one of these guys right away.
I don't know what to tell you about Tony, especially with me drafting him in Dynasty, even though he fell around after ADP. But there's something about him doesn't sit right. Like honestly, I'm not too big a fan of his attitude, but
yeah, I don't know, man.
Just the fact he was in trade rumors before the trade after having a decent rookie season, it's a huge red flag for me. I'll say that. If you have a good rookie season and your team's trying to trade you in the offseason, something's up.
What about Slayton? I know Slayton's 3K. Maybe he comes in and they go with the veteran receiver.
Now, where is his emotions at right now? The team has completely benched him, forgot about him, so we don't care about your talent. We have you on the trade block for a while now.
But he's had some ceiling gains when he does.
Yeah. No, you're right.
He has looked good in his rookie. Everybody was on him that first year. But for 3K, if you want a 3K play, you can't go wrong. He's got a – man, it's crazy how he's fallen out. Even Galladay got some more work, but nothing. I thought he had at least one catch. He didn't have anything. Holy shit. He did have a catch, but they called it back with that.
Oh, they did call it back, didn't they? You're right.
Yeah, they called it back. They called offensive pass interference.
I think he had a second catch where he caught it, but he dropped the ball too quick after the hit too.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Didn't Tony have that huge game?
Yeah. But I think that was. I don't know what Trayvon was doing last year. Trayvon was either getting a pick six or allowing 120 yards against them, if not both.
Yeah,
he's a weird cornerback to sort of plan against in terms of want to play players on DFS.
So looking here at the last game, Adams 8,300. He got some work. Touchdown every game. It's like Carr is like, yo, we're gonna be 0-17, but hey, you'll have 17 touchdowns. Just saying, we'll get you a touchdown every game.
I want to say Devontae's too overpriced, and I want to say forget about Matt Collins with the return of Winfrey.
Dude, I was totally right on Adams so far. I faded him in that first round of all majority of best ball drafts.
Oh yeah, you know what's crazy is how much we said like he's going to do good. Like he's not going to just come out and be ass. But it's the where he was getting drafted that part that didn't sit right with us. I mean, he wasn't. He was
a team captain.
He was almost getting drafted as he was still on Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? Let's see this.
Yeah, I always felt that he should have been. He'll be a third round guy next year, late second, a high third.
Yo, King, I needed that information last week.
Yeah, that's that Twitter feed. I need to follow that.
Yeah, whatever Twitter feed's giving out info like that, that's what we need.
yeah. No, hey, if you know it, King, if you know of any Twitter feeds, drop them, man. I could put them in the Discord. If you saw that there's a tab where it automatically posts any Twitter account, so you can go and check it without me putting anything. It'll automatically be there. A lot of people know about that, but you said you're new to Discord, so if you know of any, I don't know Twitter. I'm not a Twitter guy. I'm barely a social media guy, but I like talking DFS, so this is my closest thing to being an influencer. No, I don't have Twitter. Damn, all that talking for nothing. Well, hey, man, if you ever know anything, drop it by if you want. Yeah, I want to fire Russell Wilson and Jerry Jeudy. That's I want to believe he's going to make this relevant again, possibly. Seems like a good game.
I don't think there's too much to really to break down in this game. I mean, it's a good game. I mean, everyone's sort of playable in their own way. I mean, like I said Devontae's. I mean, not Devontae, but Darren has a low price. I mean, even Alvaro has a low price. I mean, Devontae still. I mean, you shouldn't be afraid to play really anyone in this game.
Yeah, the Raiders should come out firing, man. 0-3, they gotta do something. They can't go 0-4, which they may, but they gotta put some type of fantasy, some points on the board. They can't just go out with 10-point or 17-point game. Man, we could see another 38-31. You could see something crazy like that in this game.
Yeah, I like this game. I don't think anyone could really say too much about the players in it. It's a good game.
Yeah, Russell Wilson hasn't done it yet. He has not popped yet. Yeah, I don't know. All right, man. You want to build a lineup? Let's build one.
Yes, doer.
What do you want to plug in first? You want to plug in one of these safe defenses?
Usually, you know me. I usually go quarterback. I work on the stack first. Once I get my stack and run back, I do defense, get a baseline of my salary.
All right. I don't care either way. I never have a complete direction. I'm not that great of a player. I just bounce around.
Oh, dude. I'm not that great either, man. I just overthink every little aspect of it.
So let's target this. Let's go back to this game. I mean, right away, I don't want to fade this. I want to feel like I want to play Allen. Maybe do that pivot off Lamar Jackson.
Let's
or go Russell Wilson.
Or we can go Lamar. I mean, now that I think about it, I know those Wendy's cornerbacks did something against Tyreek and Jalen last week, but I mean, it ain't like they won the game though.
Man, I haven't played Lamar Jackson yet. I play him this week, and this is the week he comes back down. That's just bad luck then.
And I tried to get DPR on the old Chase Edmonds pivot. I hope he played it.
Yeah, he had 2 touchdowns, but nothing sexy.
No. But for his price, it was nice. It was nice.
Yeah. It was a 3x, almost a 4x play.
Yes.
Yeah, let's see. So if you played Lamar Jackson, it's kind of hard to make a smash run back.
I want to say Bateman.
Yeah.
I think you're sort of right about Buffalo doing pretty good against the tight ends. I want to say Bateman has a obvious cornerback matchup
So
favor.
a single stack here. If we're going this game, we got to find
Why
someone.
not we've been talking about the positive touchdown regression for Knox. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I like that.
Like, what do you think he gets 2 touchdowns? Yeah.
And his price is pretty good, 3,800. And what's Knox on FanDuel? Damn, Andrews is 8,400 in FanDuel. Holy shit! I don't really know that. Dawson Knox 5K. He's kind of buried on FanDuel there. Yeah.
We were talking. I don't know if you missed it earlier, King. We were talking about we like Noah Fant too. I don't know where he's priced at on FanDuel, but Will Disley's been vulturing some TDs for him. He's in a nice game total this week. I'm expecting Disley not to be an every game thing and Noah Fant to finally catch a touchdown.
Yeah, Noah Fant's 4,800. He's definitely undervalued on DraftKings because he's 3,100. So 4,800 on FanDuel. I don't know what they go.
Yeah, King. Our thoughts on Goff. By the way, Jamal Williams is going to have huge ownership, and I think one of the best pivots of the week is Goff. It's going to be a real nice pivot off that Jamal Williams ownership.
Well, basically, yeah, no, you're good.
Just play Goff and
I'm saying, yeah, Goff is good. Yeah, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm just trying to add to the convo. Goff here, yeah. So looking back at the whole slate here, you want to go defense or plug in our first running back?
Let's plug in who's your favorite kicker? Who's your favorite running back tomorrow or Sunday?
Oh, talking to me? I can't tell.
Yeah, buddy. Let's plug in your favorite running back of the day.
Oh, man. I obviously like Jamal Williams. I think Barkley, hands down. Since we went kind of cheap at the receiver spot with this Baltimore, we can go expensive at Barkley here.
Yeah, I like that. Let's with the trend in the NFL going, maybe not go back to back high price running backs here. Or we could try to go against the trend and do it, but
maybe one of the Packers running backs it's kind of flipping a coin, maybe, but Dylan is so good though, man. 6K, his price is kind of hidden. People don't want to touch that. But yeah, he would need a big game. Herbert, do you play Herbert and Barkley?
I do know the numbers.
So
I do know the numbers don't support playing running backs in the same game.
No. Najee Harris, I could see making some turnovers at their own side of the field, and he gets like 2 touchdowns, 60 yards, and like 50 yards receiving. I don't know. Najee Harris hasn't smashed yet. It's definitely getting a workload. I like his price. He's got a good matchup.
We can, if you're not feeling anything, we can come back to running back. Let's see later.
All right.
If you want the remaining salary later to dictate our direction.
All right. I want to go on another cheap receiver here. I like Zay Jones or Christian Watson. Or even that George Pickens. Yeah, I like James Robinson too.
Yeah, James Robinson's been finding the end zone a bunch. I bet he's a pretty decent play on FanDuel lately.
Yeah, James 7,800 on FanDuel. I don't know.
With
I feel like
60,000
it's almost
salary, that's a nice price.
Yeah. All right, we got to go like a little like wild. It's Dawson Knox. I guess that's not too wild. Man, this Dortch guy is now in the 5K range. Is he for real, man? It does beg the question that Rondell Moore.
I will say that
rollback.
They've been playing some good defenses. Not good
Yeah.
defenses, but like good matchups for. What was it? Kansas City Raiders and Rams. Yeah.
Did we do a run back here with Mooney? I mean, fuck, man. This is the cheapest he's been now, 5K.
Man, listen, I'm lost with what the hell is going on, Mooney.
Well, Pringle's out for the year. Pringle got hurt. He's on the IR.
Because the talent's there. I have no clue why it's not clicking with him and between him and
Here's your
Fields.
DJ Shark pivot, 5,100. 5K again. Robert Woods, 5,200. A nice floor. Could go to Jerry Jeudy. We just don't play Russell Wilson.
Man, it's a weird slate, isn't it?
I do want a piece of that Raiders-Broncos game.
Yeah.
It's just, where's the piece? Is it Jeudy? Let's plug in Jeudy here.
Let's plug in Jeudy.
Lions make the playoffs. I want to say.
I'm gonna say yeah. I know a Green Bay fan that want to hear it. I'm not gonna say they're gonna win the division.
Yeah, they got a good chance.
I'm
But
gonna
then
say,
they got to beat out.
last seed. They're gonna be like last seed in it.
Yeah, but you still got the Vikings. Yeah, Cha is right about the slate. A lot of the guys, like the Bengals, are off the slate. Bucks are off the slate. Niners off the slate.
I'm actually, see, besides like Jeudy, like I wasn't liking many receivers to that 4,000.
Saints, Vikings off the slate. Yeah, I like Jeudy here. I like to go back and believe that he could break one.
All right, let's plug in one of our favorite defenses, one of the 5 we've listed.
I just don't see how, unless the Packers' run defense gives up 100 to 150 yards on the ground to Harris and Packers D.
I don't
I
know.
think we got to roll Cowboys D, man.
I think we need to take a. Yeah, I like that too. My problem is with maybe the Green Bay defense. If I can find anything negative to say about it, is Brian Hoyer won't put himself in a position where he throws a pick six, but just keeps punting it. Maybe you have like a good sack game, and just no defensive touchdowns just because he was just being conservative about it.
I'm with you. Yes, you see the Cowboys D, maybe Giants D rocking that Barkley punch there. Steelers D is in play. I'd like to play Steelers D against Zach Wilson in his first game back. That's not a good matchup for him.
I mean, even if it's Joe Flacco, I mean, you think Mike Tomlin don't have notes on Joe Flacco?
Oh yeah, good point.
I mean, I don't think Joe Flacco is going to throw Mike Tomlin off guard.
No, but I think Steelers D is definitely a more low owned play, especially with people clicking Cowboys D right below it. I'd click Cowboys D over Steelers D.
Hey, if it's your gut, I like it. It's on my list.
No, I'm just saying, as a contrarian, I think Steelers D is definitely they can get you that defensive score.
Yeah, it's one of the five. We have Green Bay.
Let's plug in Steelers D here.
Let's plug them in.
Man, I kind of want to go to another cheap receiver. Because looking at the top here, we could go Adams, do a correlation with Judy.
I want to say no after we went through the whole slate and like immediately said he was overpriced.
Yeah. I'm trying to find. I still like that cheap. We can go.
Like Zay. I mean, you're right.
You like Zay.
I like Zay. Like I said, if he ain't coming in like Stephon Diggs last week, I like him.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Zay here. Oop. So you get average of 5,500. You could get another RB1 and a WR1 or WR2. The WR2 smashed last week. WR2 smashed.
Oh, yeah.
Thielen caught a touchdown. Devonte Smith was beasting. Do you go back to Devonte Smith here, man? What we just skipped his price, right? I don't even remember what he was.
Yeah, I mean, usually
his price is 5,800.
I usually don't move. I don't go back to players much, but this is a scenario where I would.
Yeah, especially knowing that he could have had a huge game.
Yeah.
33 is not even huge. Like he almost had another touchdown, and he had a couple other deep looks. Let's see what Smith looks like here. And then 5,200 running back. You can get, since we're not playing Packers D, Stevenson. Not much there we like, unless you want to plug in Craig Reynolds.
Oh man, that would be sneaky, dude. It'd almost be like the similar to like the Khalil Herbert play from last week. Like just imagine like in the first quarter, like Jamal Williams just has to go out for like 2 quarters or something. and they were using him anyway.
Man, who else do they have? Like, not that I want to play. I just remember there was someone else back there. Oh, Jefferson. I remember him last year. And Jackson from the Chargers, your PPR guy. Your third down roll. Maybe Jackson wasn't like in the game plan last week. So, but maybe he will be now, since maybe they pivot off and they throw him in there, since they want a guy that is kind of like a DeAndre Swift in terms of PPR receiving back, I guess. I mean, Jamal can catch some balls, but he hasn't really. I don't know what to think, man. I don't want to play Justin Jackson, but what if he eats some snaps next week?
Yeah, and he's a minimum too.
Yeah, I'm not playing. I'm just thinking if he could eat into your Craig Reynolds Hurricane.
Or at least DK had like the hindsight to put Reynolds at a little bit more expensive price than Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah, Lions lost last week at the buzzer to the Vikings.
Oh yeah, Lions pulled the Browns. They just handed it to them.
So if I fade Devonte Smith and we went with like one of these 6K running backs, we can go Robinson, Jamal Williams. But I guess Zay Jones in here, so I don't want to do a double unless we. Let me put Jamal Williams in here. That was like my first instinct. So 4,900 flex. A bunch of running backs. And Elijah Moore. Maybe pivot off Steelers D. I like Knox's price. Man. Yeah, I'm probably going to end it after this one there, King. We've been on 3 hours. Thinking here, man. Let me take Judy out. I want to go one of these cheap. I don't know why I want to go on Watson so bad. I just feel like Packers are going to have a lot of opportunities, and they're going to try and get Watson going as long as he's healthy. A lot of people will flock to Dobbs. If this dude's active, he will be on the field. They want to get this guy some work. He's not going to be a guy that they just – if he's playing, he will see some work. You see what we could do with him in the lineup. I wanted to get him and Zay Jones, 3 cheap guys. I don't mind it. Bateman. It's definitely a sneaky play throwing Watson in here. Now I could take Jamal out, see what else I could do differently. Well, let's see. What's a $6,700 flex? CeeDee Lamb, Najee Harris. I like Najee. You get the double down at the Steelers D with Najee Harris here. With Jamal Williams and Barkley. 3 bona fide RB1s with if DeAndre Swift is out. With Steelers D, you got that Christian Watson question mark. That's a deep. You're looking for a Romeo Dobbs game last week if you played Watson. I know you guys may not be on it, but man, I don't mind this look. I kind of zeroed it out here, Cha.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
I know
I didn't take my dogs out.
No, you're good. I don't know. I know you don't like Najee that much, but if we're playing Steelers D, Najee could be. But man, if they're crushing, maybe they let the rookie get some work.
I mean, we did talk about this game. I mean, I said Najee was like a really nice player I play.
I could get CeeDee Lamb in here. CeeDee Lamb attacking that Washington secondary. CeeDee Lamb here. That's not bad either. I swapped out Jerry Jeudy and put in Christian Watson.
No, I don't blame you.
I'm going to plug it in, man. Let's do one. I'm going to do one. We said we'd do it. Let's do one showdown for the Thursday night, and then I'm going to wrap it up.
It is a good game, too. I haven't really been feeling the showdown vibe lately because of the matchups, but yeah, I like this one. If I don't have to consider which kicker or which defense I want to play, I usually want to play a showdown.
Yeah, let's do it, man. I'll do the $5 single entry. So we haven't seen Chase pop yet. I think Tua is someone I want to fade. He may not have a concussion, but there's something that's bugging him throughout the week. Or do you play Tua? Or are other people going to be thinking that? But Tua's kind of high price there, man. In the flex, he's still just under 10K, 9,400. Burrow hasn't popped yet. I mean, he had an okay game. I mean, Mixon hasn't popped. That's really what we might want to target. Singletary had a big game. PPR, maybe Mixon.
I mean, I'm sort of with you. I mean, we all have been waiting for Jamar's game, but then again, I do like Xavier Howard for the Dolphins.
Joe Burrow made CJ Usoma optimal, the tight end spot on a Thursday night game last year. Hayden Hurst is sitting right here. Forgotten. He's kind of high price, 5,400. Maybe he's a guy I just want in my flex. Even McPherson. Ooh. Maybe Tyreek Hill has a bounce back game.
I think T. Higgins, I think the Sharks are going to be on it. T. Higgins, the captain, would be a nice play.
Yeah, what about Chris Evans? Has he done anything yet? Nothing. Had a little work last week. One pass. Oh, P. Ryan caught that touchdown pass.
Yeah, for that, so just
P. Ryan's way too much. 7,400.
sorry, guys.
Oh, you're good, man. Edmonds 62. It's gonna be a defensive game, man. Those Thursday night ones are never that great. They did get 4 sacks on Josh Allen. I think 2 of those were he was running. I don't know how much pressure they got on him now. McPherson's, you know, he could be that crusher.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I'm gonna go back to my original gut. I do feel like it's gonna be maybe play one kicker or something, but I don't feel like it's gonna be any defenses at least. It's gonna be the first good Thursday night game.
But we need at least one of the quarterbacks. Maybe both. Maybe Tua is just fine. See, with Higgins and the captain, having Hill and Mixon, maybe you fade Mixon and you rock Chris Evans. He could catch a sneaky touchdown. He's 1K.
Which quarterback do you want to play?
Man, I think a lot of people may not play Tua since he's like banged up.
I feel like we gotta play one of them with going 2 wide receivers like this.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to play Chase and Higgins. I think you could play. I like the tight end, man. Hayden Hurst. Joe Burrow made the tight end look great on Thursday night. And you know these tight ends always do something on Thursday night. Hayden Hurst isn't horribly priced. It's kind of forgotten. Because if you want Joe Burrow and you got Higgins and the captain, Burrow, if you think he's optimal, then he's going to have to throw it to someone else at least. Hurst or Mixon. Maybe Edmonds is back in play here again. But he's not getting any receiving. He's not that PPR guy that we all want him to be. Jasecki's not involved. Smythe is a dude that's getting more work than Jasecki. Craycraft caught that touchdown. Any $200 plays? Myles Gaskin, is he? No, he's not seeing a field at all. Irwin, no. Man, double tight end. Maybe this dude could get some work.
No, it's sneaky, especially for a slate like this.
If you did that, you can get Tyreek Hill and Smith and Joe Mixon here. You can get Mixon, Burrow, Higgins, Hurst. So you're predicting kind of like a shootout.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could not go Mixon. Well, somehow Tua don't play Bridgewater here. Maybe does he make sense?
At that point, yeah.
Go ahead.
Are you saying like that would be news of like before the game that he'd be out, Tua?
Yeah. Everybody will flock to Bridgewater if Tua's out. This just feels way too safe to just put in Mixon here and be like, okay, we did it. There's like not that much galaxy burning going into this. Double tight end. That's not bad.
And the Smythe play feels a little different, but I mean the only thing I can think of is just going down to Chase Edmonds. Really, it's Tyler Boyd. If we go Tyler Boyd, we have way too many receivers for T Higgins to even be optimal at captain. Like how is T Higgins gonna have enough captain points? Then Hayden Hurst and Tyler Boyd have a good day. I don't know.
So you're saying
I feel like
Hurst out?
With this route, or not with Hurst, I just feel like we can't put another receiver for Cincinnati
Joe Burrow
or Tyler Boyd, So like I was okay with Mixon, but I feel like 3 receivers can't feast with T Higgins on a 30-point day.
It would be contrarian if you believe that Edmonds can have a bigger game than Joe Mixon. That's what you're betting on.
Yeah, that's the only other options really. It'd be Edmonds, Mixon.
It could happen, man. They could get a little lead, and you're getting 3-on-3. I don't mind this. Edmonds, 2,900 left over. Now this is more galaxy brain. I like this. You're basically pivoting off Jasecki's price tag and going Smith. Which is, that's good.
10 minutes.
Let's rock this.
Yeah, I definitely feel. Yeah, I would feel the Mixon thing felt too easy.
Or if we didn't go Edmonds, we can go Mostert. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that could be the most contrarian.
Let's see here. Yeah, then you have a lot left over.
Mm-hmm. You ain't splitting that with no one.
No. Mostert. Yeah, I like that too. Let's plug that one in as well. All right, man. Well, thanks for hanging with me, bud. I'm gonna get out of here. Have a good rest of your night. I hope we helped each other a little bit. I'm probably not gonna be able to look at this too much.
No, that was a good breakdown. Going through every game, we should start. You should start doing the first look more like that.
Yeah, because at least I looked at all the guys.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Right, baby. Yeah, stay safe. Bunker down. Tell Pops to don't worry.
Oh yeah, I gotta go over there and see him. So I'll probably go walk over there and check him out.
All right, brother.
All right, man. We'll take it easy, bud. Enjoy your week, and we'll be safe over here. I'll keep in tabs with all you guys at some point during the week.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, drop some info if you see anything. If you see anything in the news sections, I try and read
Yes.
those as much as I can.
Yeah, you just get on that Twitter feed that drops all like the birthdays and the, all the juicy stuff you need.
Hey, if you want to find something, you're more welcome to as well.
Yeah.
I'll add anything. It's not hard to add it.
Yeah, I'll keep around, man.
All right,
All right,
man.
bud.
Well, take it
Have a
easy.
good one.
Ciao. See you, brother. Later, man.